The Energy Sector Levy Amendment Bill be taken on a certificate of urgency, but the minority opposed the process, criticizing the majority of betraying Ghanaians and trying to impose hardship on them by taxing fuel products by 1 Ghana cedi per litre and even staged a walkout.
That the minority is vehemently against this particular tax. Vehemently. This government, in abolishing the taxes, was giving you something in your hand with the left hand, and they were going to take it back from your hand with their right hand. And not only take it from your hand, but take what was in your pocket in addition. And this is exactly what they are doing. Mr. Speaker, I am challenging your decision on the voice vote and inviting you to a head count. Mr. Speaker,
all those against the motion rise on your feet to be counted. So the clerk, I hereby order you to count them.
Eventually, the bill got passed even in the absence of the minority.
Many are in favor of the motion numbered 8 on the other paper. Addendum say aye. Those against say no. Honorable members, the Energy Sector Levy Amendment Bill 2025 is duly read and passed for the 3rd time.
The new 1 Ghana cedi per litre of fuel kicks in after the president has sent his signature to the bill. James Savage, Parliament House, Accra.
Now, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has rolled out the second phase of its strike by withdrawing outpatient services in public health facilities nationwide. Their decision follows government's failure to implement their collective bargaining agreement signed last year. General Secretary of the association, Dr. David Tenkranchum, provided details on the polls yesterday.
So OPD services and emergency services are going to be drawn from tomorrow. So what it means is that if you rush to a hospital with an emergency case, you will not be seen. Maybe you have headache, you have abdominal pain, you are having diarrhea, you want to move to the OPD to be seen by a nurse before perhaps you move into the consultation. You will not meet any nurse over there to provide those services to you before you see the medical officer. For instance, antenatal care services will be completely removed. You go to hospital, you pick a card, you need to see a nurse to write your history before you are ushered into a consultation room. That type of services will not be given.
But the spokesperson for the Health Ministry, Tony Goodman, says the minister is yet to review the agreement entered into with the nurses by the Eswell administration.
You have a minister who has not seen a document, who has not perused together with you a document. So give me some few months for me to look at this document together with my colleague at Ministry of Finance. I believe it's fair for you to just say, okay, I'm giving you this period just to declare a strike on a minister who is in the office for barely 4 or 5 months. I'm not sure we are being fair.
No, but they say that implement it. I mean, you inherited everything. And how many months more do you need before you get it implemented?
Yes, we can say that we are implementing. However, the document has not been signed to. That's the distinction we need to.
And you heard the spokesperson for the Health Ministry, Tony Goodman, in an interview with my colleague Elton Brobe. Now, the Attorney General and Foreign Affairs Ministry are processing a request from the Office of the Special Prosecutor to assist in locating, arresting and returning former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to the country for interrogation. The OSP is probing multiple corruption cases, including the National Cathedral saga, in which Ken Ofori-Atta is a person of interest. Director of Strategy, Research and Communication at the OSP, Samuel Apiadako, on Top Story last night said all security attaches at Ghana's embassies in countries where Mr. Ofori-Atta might be have been placed on high alert.
So in terms of whether we have contacted an NIB official or not, this process has been done. Secondly, we have also intimated to the public that we have triggered the process of extradition. And you know that also goes through the central authority, which would be the Attorney General, as well as the Presidency, working through the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So all that the OSP needs to do to enforce the attendance of Mr. Ofori-Atta has been done.
Meanwhile, a leaked medical report from the Mayo Clinic in the United States detailing Ken Ofori-Atta's cancer diagnosis has ignited a fierce standoff between his legal team and the Office of the Special Prosecutor. While the OSP maintains it has not received the document, Mr. Ofori-Atta's lawyers insist it was delivered weeks ago. Here's Frank Davis, a member of Ken Ofori-Atta's legal team.
In the bundle of processes served on him and the letter that was delivered to his offices on the 28th of May, reference was made to the medical report. What again should we do? Even the letter which was delivered to his offices on the 28th of May, when did he acknowledge receipt of the letter? He claims that he dispatched a response to that letter on the 30th of May. Another blatant falsehood. It was when he was doing his presser that he sent officers from his office frantically to go and serve the letter. And even at that point, the letter was wrongly dated. What's he talking about? Granted that it was not served on him personally in his offices. What about the medical report which was in the bundle of processes served on him? He doesn't read.
Well, President John Mahama has assured that he will not interfere in anti-corruption investigations involving any of his appointees. According to him, any investigations launched, whether targeting individuals from the previous government or the current administration, will proceed without political interference. He spoke during a visit by a delegation from the African Union Advisory Board against corruption.
One of the major problems that was affecting our fight against corruption was political interference. The anti-corruption agencies were not allowed to do their duty without being interfered with by the political elite. And there was a clear case in point when the special prosecutor came and said that the president had called him and asked him to stop a certain investigation, and the Minister of Finance had gone to his house to try to influence him to stop the investigation into the Ajapa, we call it the Ajapa deal. And so clearly, I mean, in the past there was an effort to interfere with the fight against corruption and restrain some of the anti-corruption agencies from doing their work.
Well, President John Mahama, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernard Ntripo-Siaka, will today report to the headquarters of the Economic and Organised Crime Office. Now, on Tuesday, Chairman Wontumi stormed the NPP's headquarters in Accra to a hero's welcome as he expressed his appreciation to the party for the solidarity shown during his detention. His lawyer, Andy Apiokobi, said his client's appearance at Yoko is part of his bail conditions. And that's how we end this morning's edition of the news. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Extradition Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Yo, Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rates get more from Absa. Easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. NTK account and get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
We've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank is we're all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Mom, please can I have some milk in my Milo? Have you tasted it? No, but I didn't see you add milk. Hey, taste it before you ask me any questions. Hey, milk na chomu say. This is Milo all in one. Milo pampa, cocoa, malt, milk and show, everything is inside.
Milo All-in-One already comes with more milk. Just mix with water and taste the nourishing goodness of quality cocoa, malt, and more milk all in one sachet. Milo, the energy to go further.
This advert is FDA approved.
Kojo, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Ya tisu biomo, ya tisu biomo.
Kojo, not again. It's 4 a.m. What's now?
Sorry. Last year was Yatisubium. This year, crowd, we've gone lower. Yasaya Tiso. I'm back with good news. Amazing news. I've been so cool. SG Ghana loans are back with even lower interest rates. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on CAGD payroll, work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. Whether it's completing your dream home, paying school fees, or handling other personal needs, SG Ghana has the perfect loan for you. Walk into any SG Ghana branch from now till September 2025 and ask about Yasaya Tisu Loans promo. Let's help you get things done. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Yes, Akwafu.
Good morning.
Good morning, no.
How are you doing, Kojo?
Well, we're fantastic. I mean, almost as good as the cedi. Yeah. So now we
know the real value of this.
Right. Okay. So the president says, look, this is all very deliberate. It's not some arbitrary, sitting and being buffeted by the winds of global, circumstance. They have decided where they want to peg the value of the cedi. And they say between 10 and 12 cedis to $1. That's where they want it.
Oh, I don't know if it was exactly the right thing for the president to say. Yeah.
Tell me your concern.
I mean, just giving the impression that, what we are seeing right now is not the real value. It's just mixed messaging, especially when the cedi is appreciating. So it makes you wonder, like you pointed out, is what we are seeing, is it artificial, is it real? That's the concern right now. And I don't think that, investors are moved by things like this.
Plus, I mean, how real? I don't know whether the word is realistic. How accurate is it to even suggest that the value of your currency is decided in a meeting?
You can't do that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is that how?
That's not how
value.
That's not the metric for deciding. Yeah,
but but that's what the president was sharing. So he says we are not going down to 4. So the burgers can relax. become breathing.
Winston wanted us to go down to 5, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Now we know the real value of the city.
Yeah. It was decided in a meeting. All right, that's not the only thing we're concerned about. Obviously, Parliament was
last night drama.
Dramatic last night. Now that was the third and final reading of this amendment. It's now passed. The minority walked out. It was just irony all over the place.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know how Ghanaians feel this morning, because we were really excited about fuel prices going down and all that.
Exactly, and then suddenly there's on 1 cedi per liter, and 1 cedi per liter is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I used to have a car that would take about 50 liters.
Imagine 1 cedi on.
Right? Every time I fill my tank. That's a lot, right? Anyway, so look, today we're going to talk about it. We'll try and figure out what this means for your pocket, for the average family, as we go forward.
At least we have an idea.
I have an interesting conversation later on the show.
Okay.
Look, it's about employee fraud, right? Employees who defraud their employers.
Oh.
Charlie, the ways people are doing that thing,
How are they doing it?
The strategies they are using. You imagine you've opened a restaurant or a bar, right? You've brought in your drinks and everything. You've employed people to sell for you. Then they go and buy their own drinks and come and sell at your premises. While yours are sitting in there. So you see, you are thinking to yourself, oh, they are not stealing my drinks. But you are paying them a salary, given that you have rented a place and they are using it to do their business while yours languishes. And you are paying them for it.
Oh, Charlie.
Today we'll learn how you can protect your business from employee fraud. Okay, stay with us for that. 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Trumpets for the city. The city whose value has been decided.
No, okay. I don't think so.
All right, okay.
Maybe an unlikely candidate.
Yeah, okay. All right, we don't have a better one though, so maybe no trumpets today.
Oh no, I have an idea.
Tell me.
Mami Sinyami something.
I think
she's phenomenal.
She's the first close-up person to earn trumpets this morning. She is phenomenal. All right, the Joy Business Report now brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group. MNC Properties, choice of class. For Mami Thompson.
Trumpets! Good morning, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, oil marketing companies warn imposition of 1 cedi levy on petroleum products could result in prices going up at the pumps in the coming weeks. Also coming up, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama targets lending rates dropping to less than 10% before the end of his term. Plus, government announces payment of all arrears due the Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us, everyone. My name is Darryl Kwan. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidon on KT Radio. First up, oil marketing companies are warning that the imposition of a new levy on every liter of petroleum products sold will increase prices at the pumps in the coming weeks. Parliament has approved a request by Finance Minister Dr. Kansela to force into place 1 cedi of every liter of fuel sold. The minister said this should help clear more than 3 billion cedi energy sector debts. But Chief Executive of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, Dr. Rivers Senopon, insists there is no justification for this levy.
We know that ESLA is in place to take care of the energy sector debt and the pricing recovery. We are shocked, as a matter of fact, because we expected this government to even reduce some of the burdens on the consumer and the market. Obviously, there will be an increase in pump price that obviously will affect the benefit the consumers are enjoying now. Not only as a result of the cedi stability. We reckon that the pump price started dropping earlier on, not because the cedi was stable, but because benchmark prices such as Platts and Brent were coming down, and the cedi came to support it. So obviously, I wouldn't want the government to think that this has come to stay.
You had Dr. Reverson Opon, Chief Executive of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, on the position of 1 cedi levy on petroleum products sold, every litre, that is. The Minister of Finance saying this should help clear more than the 3 billion cedi energy sector debt. Dollar, rather, I should have said. Now, meanwhile, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has described this levy as unfortunate. Duncan Amwa is Executive Secretary of the Chamber.
This year marks exactly 10 years since the introduction of the Energy Sector Levies Act, which we had said as a people that we're going to use to cover all the debts within the energy space. Ghanaians so far have contributed in excess of 26 billion towards financing the energy sector debt. It looks as though the more Ghanaians contribute, the more we allow inefficiencies in the system to create in its wake additional debts. And it is quite surprising and intriguing that the new government that seemed to have done a lot of things right to get prices to come down is itself thinking of adding 1 Ghana cedis to fuel taxes overall. And that for us is simply not good enough.
Duncan Amwa, Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana. Now, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has expressed determination to see lending rates drop to less than 10% before the end of his tenure. This, he believes, will cushion businesses and increase economic growth. The governor disclosed this in a session with Ghanaian businesses at the Association of Ghana Industries Corporate Forum.
This morning, I had a very good meeting with the CEOs of all banks in Ghana. And we went deeply into a lot of conversations. It was a very constructive session. And I told them one thing. I said, my vision is to see lending rates in this country fall to less than 10%. In other words, before the end of my 4-year term, I want to see lending rates lower than 10% in this country. It is doable. Why do we think it's not? Why do we think the Ghanaian cedi will always be a useless currency? It's not. And so we will try to do things together. We'll try to do things differently.
Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana is moving fast to properly regulate lending on digital platforms and fees on cross-currency card transactions. The governor, Dr. Johnson Isiama, disclosed this when he announced a new set of regulatory measures for commercial banks. Details in the following report.
According to Governor of the Bank of Ghana, the regulator is not happy with how lending on these digital platforms are done, hence the need to introduce these new guidelines that will take effect from August this year.
Colleagues, there are too many Ghanaians, especially young people and informal workers, that are being lured by online lending platforms, often only to turn around and trap them in cycles of hidden fees.
The Bank of Ghana also wants to place a cap on what commercial banks can charge when it comes to operational fees on cross-foreign currency card transactions, as well as interest on other transactions. Dr. Johnson Isiama has been giving more details.
We have received reports that some banks continue to apply interest charges on credit accounts that remain inactive. Now, let me be clear, colleagues. Such practices are unacceptable.
Dr. Isiama promised that the central bank will continue to protect the banking sector.
We count on you as leaders of your institutions to match this commitment in how you lend, how you price, how you disclose, and how you innovate. Together, colleagues, we can anchor this recovery on a foundation of trust and on a foundation of shared responsibility.
The governor of the Bank of Ghana also appealed to the commercial banks to fully embrace these measures as the regulator works to sanitize the market.
While commercial banks have described the new regulatory measures as prudent, they say it should help restore confidence in the banking sector. The banks have also downplayed concerns that reviewing the non-performing loans target will affect cost of credit. John Ewa is Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks.
As it is now, where NPL is upwards of 22%, it makes lending very difficult and a risky business. So if we can put in processes that significantly brings down the non-performing loan ratio to the levels that the governor talked about, but I'm sure it will involve some difficult discussions with the judiciary, the collateral registry, and all other key stakeholders that are within the ecosystem of the lending business. Once we are able to do that, it should be easy for the borrowing public to have easy access to loans at affordable price. Banks should also have the capacity to lend safely.
Well, we've got more reactions to the Bank of Ghana's new measures. Banking consultant Dr. Richmond Etuane is of the view the decision by the central bank to synchronize fees and charges will help reduce unfair charges on customers of banks. Listen.
You see, what the governor wants to do is that he wants to synchronize what the interbank rates are, what are the bank rates, and what are the forex rates. So now he's going to come out with a rate, maybe a middle rate, for which it will bring all players into it. And again, he talks about setting fees. Some people are charging some fees, which to me is astronomical. Even this morning, my own bank account. I mean, I got up this morning. I only have a check account. I got up this morning. All the banks have done is that after leaving my current account balance, they have been consistently taxing me every day. This morning, I got up with 100 cedis on my account. And I thought that Bank of Ghana would have to come to tell.
Banking consultant Dr. Richmond Etuane. Also in the news this morning, government has announced that it has settled all arrears due the Social Security and National Insurance Trust. The Finance Minister, Dr. Kasela Tuforsen, disclosed this when he inaugurated the reconstituted Board of Trustees of SNIT. The minister also advised members to do everything on their part not to sell state assets. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. Now, in the face of Ghana's persistent seed production challenges, one man is changing the narrative. Amos Rutherford, as founder of Legacy Crop Improvement Center, is pioneering a new era in hybrid seed production with cutting-edge facilities and bold innovation. We'll tell his story today on the Joy Business Van. Access to modern machinery remains a major hurdle for seed producers in Ghana, a challenge that continues to limit local seed production and fuel imports. But one man is sowing change. In 2016, Amos Rutherford Azinu answered the call, founding Legacy Crop Improvement Center to boost local seed production and transform the sector.
We are producing this seed because we realize that one of the deficits in our food value chain is availability and accessibility of high quality seed to farmers. At Legacy today, we have one of the finest maize variety that the Kramis month we provide A bio-fortified that the farmers are planting in order to support their production. This variety is Kramis resilient and able to manufacture on mature on the right time for farmers to actually get a good harvest out of it.
Legacy Crop Improvement Center on the Joy Business Van this Wednesday on TV, radio, online and on ground. So from humble beginnings to building a state-of-the-art smart seed business center in the Eastern Regional Capital, Koforidua, make a date 1 p.m. Legacy Crop Improvement Center will tell their story. 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Before we go and look at the markets, crude oil has gone up marginally to $65 a barrel. Gold open trading at $3,354 an ounce after increasing by almost $2. Cocoa increased by more than $300. It's selling this morning at $9,775 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 10 cedis 50 pesos. That's what the forex bureaus are offering their clients. The British pound going for 15 cedis, the euro going for 13 cedis, and commercial banks quoting the dollar at 10 cedis 23 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwa. Thanks for listening. Guess who's here?
Kojo Akoto Boateng is here. Daryl, good morning.
Hey, Kojo, morning.
And good morning to your people in Koforidua.
Oh, yeah. You know them? Legacy Crop Improvement Center.
Yes, I know them.
I mean, you're a farmer,
yes. So you are ready for the exchange rate to hover between 10 and 12?
Well, now that we know the real value, yes.
Will it work for your personal economy?
Will it? No, I think some of us were hoping that it would go down further, but let's see.
So that you can buy a brand new car. But
Why
let me
not?
ask you, have you done the calculations? Would you rather pay 50% more for electricity or pay an extra cedi per liter on fuel?
I wouldn't want to pay for both. Anyway, 50% more on electricity, 1 cedi on fuel.
Have you done your maths?
I haven't, but neither seems a great idea.
Go and do the maths and let's see which one will kill you faster. Okay, and share with me. Now, this morning, our inspirational song is Nana Ofori-Atta in the Oasis Collective. It's an Afro medley. It's a beautiful song. Most of you know this song. And we want to cheer you on and cheer you up as you think about how to pay more for fuel and other things with the song. Enjoy this one.
All right.
Wake up to joy.
Lots of Vim, eh?
A lot of Vim.
Yeah, Vim gospel.
And Nana Ofori-Atta, he reminds me of the gospel rap preacher. Yes, you know there was this gospel rap, Mark Opoku-Amofa. One of the early gospel rappers in the country. Before Lord Kenya was grabbed by the Holy Spirit and he released the Christ Life album. But this guy is bringing those memories back and he's doing it so well with his crew. That's beautiful
nice.
Song, yeah.
That's nice. All right. It seems there's a whole new genre of gospel.
Yes,
called Vim gospel. You know, you get Team Eternity and all these with the chants and all that.
I like from the or is it Amabu Ahimaez and all those people to now the new
from
era
the
of
reggae to the Vim. Jama gospel. All right. Okay, it's the Super Morning Show on Joy, and we'll kick you off with Say It Right, shall we?
Yes, and Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are our hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
It's Wednesday, the middle day, hump day, the fourth day of the week. Call it whatever you want, but don't call it Wednesday. 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 The word is pronounced a little bit differently from its spelling, and that's what trips us up sometimes. Just try to remember that the first D and the second E are silent. So it's Wednesday, not Wednesday. Now, did you know that Wednesday was named after the Norse god Odin? Yes, it was originally called Woden's Day in Old English, but slowly evolved into the delightfully confusing Wednesday. So, by Odin's beard, we will not remain confused any longer. We now know how to say it right.
Let's call the whole thing on.
Woden's Day. All right, news review now brought to you by Syntex Tank, you're strong, you're tough, Access Bank, more than banking, and Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Happy smile.
And we are going to start from the Daily Graphic. $2.5 billion industrial hub stalls, squatters swarm sites. The story is related to a big industrial hub around Tema. We will share details with you later on the show. cedi to stabilize around 10 Ghana cedis to 12 Ghana cedis banned against the dollar. This is the president assuring exporters. Yesterday he met the Association of Ghanaian Exporters, and this was one of the big issues that came out of that particular conversation. Among others, he said that he was going to work hard in ensuring that farmers, producers, manufacturers got the support they needed and cheaper credit to be able to do business. OSP uncovers 20 million Ghana cedi NPA scandal, and government releases 987 million Ghana cedi common fund to assemblies. If you go to the back page of the Daily Graphic, petition to revoke LI 2462, Galamsey activists secure 7,700 signatures. I'll take you to the Ghanaian publisher now. Gold boards historic feat. ASM Gold exports $4 billion. So Sami fees on the front page of the publisher, the Ghanaian publisher. We also have Engineer Kwabena Japon, former NPP General Secretary. He says that the OSP is a waste of public funds.
Who said that?
Engineer Kwabena Japon, and he gave reasons why he thought that we should have other means of dealing with the issues that OSP is dealing with. Now, Professor Kwesi Yanka writes the rocky road to Ashesi, and he's talking about how painful it is to go to Ashesi and how we need to use the public sector to support private sector investments in stuff like education, which Ashesi is doing very, very well. And our MP is not involved in a Dwejiri chieftaincy dispute. This is the Nsawam NPP. Now, the Daily Gist, Ofori-Atta hits back at OSP over cancer treatment. The big story, Mahama imposes 1 Ghana cedi levy on liter of petrol, is also on the front page of the Daily Gist. And Wontumi storms Baumia's office after Yoko's release. The one visited Baumia. Why is it a storm?
I know, like
storm.
Like storms there.
Clashes, whatever. Oh, Charlie. Anyway, he stormed the place, but there was no rain, lightning, and thunder. Now, the Accra Times are to forcing briefs Parliament as John Mahama gives MMDAs oxygen to spare local development. Almost $1 billion Ghana cedis transferred or being transferred to MMDAs. And Ghana committed to fighting corruption. Backbin tells AU review mission team. There are some other stories online.
Yeah, the online review now brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Goyle,
and you know Zenith Bank understands that times can be hard. Sometimes you can do all the right things but not have enough liquidity. So they are giving you the easy cash. Apply for easy cash and easy loan solution from Zenith Bank for MTN Momo subscribers. service is secure, convenient, instant, and collateral free. Yes, it's a loan with no collateral. With Easy Cash, you can take care of all your financial needs and emergencies with total peace of mind. Just dial *170# on MTN, hit option 5 for financial services, choose option 3 for loans, and finally option 6 for Easy Cash. Easy Cash is your easy loan in 60 seconds. It's brought to you by Zenith Bank. Apply today. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. My Joe Online, big story. Parliament approves new 1 Ghana cedi fuel levy after minority walkout. OSP is terrorizing Ken Ofori-Atta. Professor Ansasari speaking. And High Court showdown. Bright Simmons demands 38 facts admissions of Ibrahim Mahama. Let me give you the big story because people really want to know what is going to be, how it's going to pan out. And the story by David Apinga on My Joe Online says that Parliament has approved the Energy Sector Levy Amendment Bill 2025, introducing a 1 Ghana cedi levy on petroleum products. The controversial bill, intended to raise additional revenue to address the nation's crippling energy sector debt and ensure stable power supply, was passed late Tuesday, June 3, 2025.
And this is the moment when it was announced.
The total energy sector debt as at end March 2025 stands as $3.1 billion. This amount includes amount owed to independent power producers, state-owned enterprises, fuel suppliers, and fuel suppliers. Right Honorable Speaker, as a result of non-payment of bills owed to ENI and Car Power, the World Bank IDA guarantee of $512 million and GMPC guarantee of $120 million were completely drawn down in the year 2024. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, the government is required to find an additional $632 million to restore these guarantees. Right, Honorable Speaker, to help raise additional revenue to fund the needs in the power sector, government is proposing an increase in export price of petrol, diesel, and related products. The impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. The Speaker, I repeat, the impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. And this will mean that consumers will not have to pay extra for the price of petrol and diesel beginning today. Right, Honorable Speaker, our simulations suggest that there will be no increase in the export price of petrol and diesel in the next window beginning today if the levy is imposed. This is because of a strong Ghana cedi. Right, Honorable Speaker, the levy will serve as a dedicated source of funding to the power sector, and the proceeds will be earmarked for the procurement of essential fuel for power generation. The Speaker, this will ensure that Ghana enjoys stable electricity. Given that the current electricity tariffs paid by consumers does not include the cost of fuel used for the power generation. Mr. Speaker, the decision to impose a levy on petroleum prices is based on the need to find a balance between ensuring stable power supply while promoting the financial sustainability of the sector.
So that was the finance minister yesterday telling the House why there was a need for this levy. All right, let's talk about it. Professor Godfred Bokwin joins us. He's an economist. He's at the University of Ghana. He's no stranger to our show, and we're happy to have him this morning. Prof, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Kojo, and good morning to our cherished listeners and your co-host.
Yeah, so Prof, here's the truth. In spite of all of the wonderful performance of the cedi, things are still expensive in Ghana. The household is yet to feel any measurable sense of relief. Then here we go with an extra cedi per liter. What do you say to those who say that the government has basically taken away with one hand and given with one hand and taken away with the other?
Good morning once again. Yes, to some extent, but not in a direct relationship. I think I have said this before, that there are painful decisions ahead of us, especially in the energy sector. If you look at the 2025 budget, you look at the steep expenditure cuts, and then again, the many reforms under the IMF supported program, we face a considerable challenge navigating a path towards progressive spending without undermining the stability we are seeing right now. Once the strengthening of the currency is not based on transformation of the economy, from structural transformation and productivity transformation, you always have to be very careful how the future looks like. Under the circumstance, I have a soft side towards this imposition, largely also because of the gains that have been conferred, especially in the export pricing formula, given the strengthening of the local currency. So to that extent, we can make a case for this levy. My considered view is that it's not supposed to be a permanent levy. It should be possible for the government to come back to the people of Ghana through Parliament and say that, look, we've seen the currency weakening. We have done the analysis. The pass-through will be felt strongly by consumers, and therefore we want to take this out. But under the circumstance, given the conferred advantage that has been created as a result of the strengthening of the currency, this imposition would not impact consumers significantly, while it also allows the government to make some fiscal gains to resolve the energy sector. There are reforms that could be introduced, and some of them are being worked on as part of the IMF-supported program and all of that. They will bear fruit, not in the immediate, but I think that we needed something urgently to also assure our investors that we have a repayment capacity, so that if you are asking for private sector investment, you know the restructuring of the energy sector, even if you are asking private sector participation, we have to be able to assure investors that our repayment capacity is strong for them to be able to take on that risk on their balance sheet.
But
so
Prof,
that's where I come from.
If I may, you said this will not impact consumers significantly, but should consumers be impacted in any way? We've had the ESLA running for years. We know the challenges with our energy sector. Why are we not solving those challenges and leaving consumers to enjoy whatever breathing space the current macroeconomic space is giving us?
I agree with you totally. And I think that my support for this is not to take away the fact that we must demand accountability and reform from government along these lines, including the utilization of these levies. But as a low-hanging fruit in the midst of crisis, as we want to roll out 24-hour economy and all of that, something has to give in the immediate. We know that in Ghana, and I agree with you, that the consumer is almost the residual risk claimant. It's like a punching bag, more or less. Worst case scenario, in challenging times, we pass it on to them. When the gains arrive, then we try to find a way not to ensure that they enjoy the full benefit of the gain and all of that. But I think that under the circumstance, and also given that at least now we've seen leadership, we've seen sacrifice from the president himself, the office of the president. We've seen sacrifice from across ministers in the steep expenditure cut, what we will call wasteful spending. Whilst government is also on track when it comes to social services, district assembly common fund, GET fund, national health insurance, and the rest of them. We cannot continue like this. And I've said this on your network, that we cannot continue to operate the 2025 budget in 2026, 2027, and the rest of them. Government will have to begin to spend progressively. We have huge infrastructure deficit. Once you've not been able to resolve your energy sector, the uncertainty in there itself will not encourage foreign direct investment portfolio flows into your economy and all of that. Yes, so the argument you've made, I agree with you. But I'm just looking at it that from a more progressive point of view, should we say no to this? Of course, it's been passed. Should we resist it? What are we losing? What is the trade-off and the rest of them? Then again, given that we have aggressive strengthening of the currency, bear in mind, it's not all positive. Some businesses have booked losses, huge, and all of that.
Right.
Whilst from the macro point of view, especially from the perspective of government balance sheet, they are accounting for gains because our debt to GDP ratio, if you market to market from the external debt point of view, we are going to have a lower debt to GDP ratio by the end of the year. We are likely to even outperform the IMF target by middle of next year or first quarter of next year as the final review kicks in and all of that. Then again, debt servicing will be a bit cheaper from the external point of view and all of that. But there are equally costs to the aggressive strengthening. So it's all about striking the balance. And I've said before that the central bank should be communicating to stakeholders, because monetary policy regulation is not just for the central bank to be happy about that, but it's also for stakeholders and how we are able to carry the expectations of stakeholders along.
In fact, we will come back a bit more to monetary policy in a moment because I have a question about that. But we've been joined by the Energy Minister, Mr. John Jinapor. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Well, so here we are. A levy has been imposed to help clean up the debts in your sector. Now, we know what is causing the debts in your sector, and we know how much of it is caused by inefficiency. But here we are imposing a tax on families, households, individuals, and it's quite a significant one. I just did a calculation. A Toyota Corolla has 50 liters capacity. So from now on, every time someone fills up the tank of their Toyota Corolla, it's going to cost them 50 Ghana cedis extra. That's not insignificant. How, as the minister of the sector where the problem is, how do you justify this imposition on the Ghanaian people?
Good morning and thank you. You kindly forgive me if my voice is hoarse. I think it's from yesterday's activity. Governance is about taking decisions. It's about optimizing the situation and doing what we believe is the best decision. Nobody enjoys imposing taxes or levies on the people of Ghana. We've been working very hard since assuming office. But quickly, this is not actually to pay for legacy debt. What we are doing is that we've studied the system, we've done the analysis in the energy sector, and the basic truth and fact is that the liquid fuels that we buy currently is not part of the tariff structure. And so when you and I pay for electricity, even if ECG were to collect the money 100% today, none of that money would go into the procurement of liquid fuels. Meanwhile, we require over $1 billion this year alone to procure liquid fuels, because we should have increased gas consumption or production years ago. It takes on average about 18 months to 2 years to put the gas infrastructure in place. That is even if you start today. And so this should have happened like yesterday. Finance Minister has been helping a bit, though with much difficulty in helping us to procure liquid fuel. And so what are the options available? Increase electricity tariffs, fall on the Finance Minister for non-existing money, or share the gain in the reduction of fuel prices. Bear in mind, when we took over, fuel was about 16 cedi. And so even with this 1 cedi, even as I agree with you that you will pay some 50 cedi extra, you will be saving 100 cedi extra or 150 cedi extra as compared to when we took office. And so yes, we would have wished to pass all the gains to Ghanaians. And that means that you would have to pay about 40 to 50% more in your electricity tariff situation. But governance is a balancing act. And that is why we are appealing to Ghanaians that will give you a reduction already from the 16 to about 13, which is about 3 cedi reduction. So that at 13 or 12, we can also use 1 cedi to sustain electricity for productivity. Whilst we take steps to increase gas consumption, reduce the losses, bring about efficiency. And already we are putting in place mechanisms that's showing that in the electricity sector we are seeing some positive results. Over the past few weeks, the electricity situation is stabilized largely. And if you talk to the IPPs, their payments as compared to the previous year has increased by about 70%. The losses are going down. ECG is now very disciplined when it comes to expenditure. Government and cabinet has passed a decision that all MMDs, aside the critical ones, should pay directly through prepayment meter. And even the critical ones, Ministry of Finance should budget and pay for. But it's a process. This is an interim arrangement. Let's all help government so that together we can turn the electricity sector around. We still have a debt of about 65 billion.
Honorable Minister,
which has to be paid.
how interim will this arrangement be? How long is it going to last?
First of all, this amount covers about 60% of our fuel bills when it comes to liquid fuel. Our objective is that by the end of the year, we should increase gas consumption significantly. And so we are working with the Jubilee partners to increase gas next month. We are also working with ENI to increase gas in August. We are working with N-Gas to increase gas from N-Gas this month. And then we are working on the LNG facility. And so we would observe the situation as a government. And governance is about decision making. We believe that given the situation and given the enormity of the challenge and the situation we find ourselves, let's take this decision whilst we make progress.
So do we have a model? Do we have a model at least to tell us that we will pay this particular levy for the next 1 year or 2 years, so that we prepare our minds and our personal finances to deal with this?
The finance minister and myself, we've done a lot of modeling. Even this year, what it means is that the finance minister will have to support us with about 4 billion from the budget. So, but for this 1 cedi, would have had to take 10 billion from the budget. And statutory payments, like Get Fund and all of those payments would have suffered. And so in economics, you don't have a shortcut. So kindly allow us. We're doing all the necessary work. And we believe that as we go forward, we'll make more gains. And we'll pass that gains to Ghanaians.
Okay.
This government is very transparent.
You said earlier that this levy is not going to pay legacy debts, but it's going to use to manage our fuel needs. The minister said that this bill was pushed under a certificate of urgency because there's a total indebtedness of $3.1 billion as of March 2025. So is this going to help us pay that $3.1 billion? Or is just going to go into
if
fuel?
you read the bill very well, the bill states categorically that this is to help us procure critical fuel.
Okay.
And that is liquid fuel.
Okay.
We are renegotiating with all the IPPs. The 3 billion is for power producers alone.
Okay.
Not the energy sector debt.
Now on liquid,
we are renegotiating with power producers.
Okay.
And then we are working with them to see how we can agree on a payments plan. Already we paid some of them some money.
Now on the liquid fuel, can you give us some clarification? We know that all the thermal plants now, possibly with the exception of AXA, run on gas and they can go to LC or any other fuel. In the 2025 projections of the Energy Commission, they write that in 2025 natural gas will remain the predominant fuel for thermal facilities. In fact, they project that thermal will be 97% of the fuel we need, and that we need a total of $1.2 billion as a total fuel expenditure, with thermal taking 1.217. So it looks as though, and if you look at the tariff mix, gas has been taken care of in the tariff mix, with PURC actually agreeing a 15 Ghana cedi to the dollar exchange rate. Now we are making gains on the exchange rate. So with that 15 Ghana cedis to the dollar approved by PURC in the tariff, it should actually give you some windfall in the energy sector. That's number one. Number two, Energy Commission also is suggesting that gas is 97%. So when you talk about liquid fuel like LCO, HFO, is going to be a small percentage of the fuel we need. Does this still warrant us to charge Ghanaians an extra 500 million USD every year on fuel?
Thank you very, very much. And that even underscores how the previous administration engaged in their planning. Totally off plan. Totally off plan. Because the results or the outcomes tells you that that projection was completely wrong. And so we had to remodel. AXA runs on liquid fuel. Sand Power runs on liquid fuel. Asokli runs on liquid fuel. KTPP runs on liquid fuel. So how they came by that projection, completely off. And that is why we had to take this emergency measure. The planning was not done properly. The projections were not done properly. And when they published it, some of us had cause to criticize that publication. And now we are dealing with the outcomes, which shows that what they projected completely wrong. Because your peak demand has now hit 4,300. How do you fuel those plants? And where would that gas come from? And this is the same government that has not even added 1 kilometer of pipeline with Ghana Gas. No additional gas processing plant apart from what they inherited from us. And so yes, all these plants are dual fuel plants. But where do you take the gas? And bear in mind, we are exhausting all our gas consumption, particularly in the west, and pushing some through the rivers flow. And the outcomes are there. I'll show it to you. I'll send you the full record. But the truth is that the liquid fuels are expensive. And that's why I said that.
So we cannot work with the 2025 Energy Commission projections on electricity in Ghana, based on what you're saying. So based on what you're saying, we should throw away the 2025 outlook by Energy Commission on electricity in Ghana.
We've changed it.
Now,
it's not realistic.
Now, let me ask you this question. I know you're also the alternate finance minister. So did the finance people in this government, were you aware of the scale of the energy sector debt and the need for this levy only recently? Because 3 months ago, you put out a budget and you are saying that when you took over, you realized that the whole system was a mess. And why didn't you put this in the budget from the onset? You put out a budget and gave us a sense that
around 16 cedi. And a sensitive government will not slap a tax when fuel is 16 cedi.
Did you not believe in your macroeconomic strategies to bring down the exchange rate and all those things to be able to put this in the budget earlier? You did not believe in your earlier projections?
No, you couldn't have imposed that tax around that time when fuel was still very high. And so you needed to work to bring fuel down to this level and share the gains with Ghanaians. At that time, if we had increased it, you can imagine the impact on Ghanaians. But today, the net effect is that you are still having a reduction of 3 cedi on a liter of fuel. It's better to do it today than to do it yesterday when it would have eroded your income. Today, your purchasing power has increased because of a reduction in the value of the dollar. Your purchasing power has increased because of a reduction in fuel price. And so even with this 1 cedi, the purchasing power has not eroded, right, even as we sympathize with Ghanaians.
I'd like you to stay with us, Mr. Jinapa, just for an extra moment, because we're joined by Ben Boache of ASEP. He, of course, is an industry watcher. Ben, what a pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Right. So,
good morning to Honorable.
Yeah. How is ASEP reacting to this levy?
Yeah, I'm actually out of town, so I just heard the news that it's come through Parliament and it's been passed. My immediate reaction was that, I mean, we all know the problems in the energy sector problem. But I'm not sure a one cedi imposition on the consumer at this point really is an effective way of addressing the problem. I heard the minister say that we've made some gains. Of course, we've seen a reduction in cedi terms. But the fact that this is essentially on the account of the appreciation of the cedi, it tells you that the value of the currency is still the same. So it's not a gain to the consumer unless you are trading in currencies. The cedi has appreciated, so its value remains the same. In fact, it's even the sector that gains, because if you are paying your dollar bills and you still keep those cedis, and the cedi has appreciated that extent, what it means is that what you could do with the 98 pesos that we were collecting in the past regime or in the past window, you could actually do more with that. And it's the same even with the electricity tariff that we are collecting. So there is that gain at that side. But to slap an additional 1 cedi on the consumer, I thought it was really on the high side. If you model that, essentially what you're doing is that for every time you fill your car, for just supporting the energy sector, you are paying almost 200 cedis, all right, for the inefficiencies that we keep paying for years. And that, for me, I think is a bit of a load on the consumer. And particularly if you look at businesses that have fleets, that have a lot of cars, that would have to cough several hundreds of thousands in a month to be able to accommodate this adjustment. It's not going to be an easy relief. And people are still struggling to calibrate this whole cedi appreciation into their scheme of things. For the average person on the street, I mean, you see the cedi drop from 16 to about 10, which can be celebrated. But there are other people who are still struggling to calibrate that because of the trade regime that they operate. So I thought that we would have been patient to actually model how these things, affect everybody in the space, and not rush into taking this. In any case, this is just one of the problems in the energy sector. I mean, if you're getting about 5 billion from this new imposition, 5 billion cedis, it's good money. It's not going to address the problem of the energy sector in totality. So a lot more work is required to be done. That's why I was thinking that we'll do a more surgical introspection of the problems of the energy sector, try to fix them. I mean, for example, if you look at how we have procured liquid fuels over the years, since it was taken away from VRA close to a decade ago, we used to do competitive tendering for liquid fuel. Now, because we are always buying on the spot, the margin, for the suppliers for buying on the spot and through, on the spot purchases is almost $40, $35, $37 on a barrel, for the premium that we are paying. We can deal with that by planning effectively and efficiently to eliminate those kind of high, payments on the fuel, and that brings down the cost of the liquid fuels that are required to actually generate electricity. Fuel is part of the tariff. When you are buying liquid fuel, what that means is that you plan to use gas to generate power. The gas is somewhat not available, and therefore you have to buy liquid. So it's an adjustment for the addition. It's not as if there is no fuel in the tariff. So the difference between the gas and the liquid is the conversation that we want to have here. But the bigger problem is the inability to recover the money from the electricity sector. And we've seen recurrently, the liberty to go to petroleum, downstream petroleum, where we feel it's easy to tax. So if we create inefficiencies in the power sector, we just go to the petroleum sector and slap tax on it. So cumulatively, by the end of this month and the imposition of this, we will be looking at slapping over 15 billion of cedis on petroleum sector, just to be able to manage the power sector. And as I indicated, that is still not enough if we don't aggressively address. And I appreciate the effort that the minister has made since he assumed the reins to actually try and fix the energy sector problem, which some progress have actually been made. But we need to be much more surgical and aggressive in addressing the inefficiency. I mean, we talked about Haptel's contract, where ECG was operating his own app. And then this app is hived to a private sector. And they are making so much money for, some job that ECG was doing on his own. And nothing is being done to actually fix those problems and bring back the money into the sector and pay for more the liabilities and the bills in the space. We've seen companies processing cables of ECG, melting them essentially into billets and shipping them back out of the country. We need action. Those who are benefiting from these inefficiencies, and I keep saying that these inefficiencies, they are not sitting anywhere. They are seeping into pockets. Right. People are benefiting from the inefficiencies that we see in the sector. And we have to quickly address those inefficiencies to create a space for everybody to benefit. And not, if you take petroleum sector, it is the engine actually of the economy. Everybody runs with fuel. It's not a luxury in Ghana to actually own a car because there are no alternatives. You simply have to buy petroleum products to be able to move. You remember when petroleum prices went to $100 per barrel, people were parking. You go and walk along the motorway and you see cars parked because they couldn't run and they were chasing trotros to be able to go to work. So it tells you how much of a value these petroleum products are to the average consumer. We need to be able to protect that and protect the broader economy.
Okay. If you just joined us, we're talking about the imposition of a 1 cedi per litre levy on fuel. This is to support the energy sector and for them to be able to buy fuel to keep the lights on. We're talking with Ben Boakye, who you just heard. We have the Minister for Energy himself, John Jinapor, on the line. We also have Professor Godfred Bokbin. Mr. Jinapor, having heard, Ben Boakye's take on this, he says, well, this is not the solution. And even if it was, it's too little.
Let me commend Ben. He's been very objective, very fair, and very truthful with the situation. And I did also say that this 1 cedi is not the only solution to the energy sector problem. And I perfectly agree with him. We must bring about efficiency in the sector. For instance, if a year ECG's budget is 1 billion and they end up spending 8.3 billion, and almost all that 8.3 billion is used to procure cables, which will last them for the next 15 years. When they do not have transformers, you certainly have problems. We are correcting that. We are reversing all those inefficiencies, insisting that there should be value for money. And I agree with him that once we start getting this money, then we can determine the terms. The problem currently is that because we don't have the money readily available, sometimes even when you want to set your own terms in terms of procurement of fuels, it becomes difficult. And so we'll be working with all the stakeholders. And by the end of the year, we would itemize to you the set targets, what we've achieved, and the gains we've made. Because progressively, we must begin to reduce the inefficiency and the debt so that eventually the electricity sector can cater for itself. But Ben would also agree that as we speak, even the capacity charges, or what you call reserve margin, they are not even part of the tariff structure. And so we also want to be sensitive so that in an attempt to make the power sector self-reliant, you do not overburden consumers. IPPs, we want to renegotiate with them again because we believe that where we've gotten to, they should play ball with us so that the economy can move on. But it's a process. And so let me agree with my friend Ben. We will work together and continue to make those gains. But this is a situation where we find ourselves, and given the challenge that we have, this is the best decision, so that as we move forward, we keep reviewing and make the necessary decision.
Kojo, let's give the final word to Prof. Boateng. Prof.
Yes, Kojo, thank you very much. As I indicated earlier, this is not a solution totally. I recognize the leadership and the measures that government is taking in the energy sector, but I considered that under the current circumstance, given the fiscal space that we don't have, this levy seems to be an appropriate intervention. That yes, we have some windfall gains here. If you look at the reduction in terms of the export price from the baseline to where we are now, we are talking about something in excess of 3 cedis. And if we are not passing on all of that onto the consumer, and the government is taking 1 cedi out of that, yes, we would have wished that they will pass on all of that to consumers. But I think under the circumstance, yes, we can make progress with this. But it's also important then for government to take drastic measures in resolving the more fundamental issues which continue to burden consumers. Without that, you continue to impose these taxes and the debt will build up and all of that. So that is where I come from. So when I say I have a soft side towards this levy, that is where I come from. That what is the low-hanging fruit in the immediate, and also to assure investors of our repayment capacity and all of that. I think that we can make progress. As I indicated earlier, my considered view that this is not a permanent handle. This is a temporary one, and government has to be clear on that in terms of a certain timeline so that people can plan.
Right. I think that's exactly what that is, the last word.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, but Kojo, final one to the Minister of Energy. Honorable John Jinapo, we need to have an extensive conversation on the energy sector. When are you coming to the studio? Because our listeners have been asking us when you are bringing Honorable John Jinapo. Next week, which day?
Please let me check my calendar and confirm. I don't want to say it on air. And it will tend to be a disappointment.
If you don't confirm, we will tell ECG to switch off your transformer.
We will certainly follow up with you off air and secure a day next week for our audience to have some time with you in the studio.
Yes,
we appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. That was, of course, the Minister for Energy, John Jinapo. You also heard from Bemboachi of ASEP and Professor Godfred Boateng of the University of Ghana School of Business. We thank them all for their time. Gosh, we've got lots to get through. And the conversation has begun on social media. We certainly want your views on this. 1 cedi per litre every time you go to top up your fuel at the pumps. And this is because we don't have money to buy fuel to keep the lights on.
I'll give you an analysis of my fuel consumption, electricity consumption, and how this is going to impact me.
All right.
And I hope others are also doing it. You can share with us. But let's apologize to listeners for not bringing them the BBC News because of this conversation. We'll bring it to you tomorrow. So our apologies. Please accept our apologies.
There's more to come on the show. Stay with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Mommy, the needle.
Hello. Please add a pack of needle.
Sure. Sister, is that your daughter?
Yes.
The last time she came to buy needle by herself and I forgot to collect my money.
Oh, sorry. I'll pay today.
Don't be sorry. She made sure to remind me. I love her honesty. So well done.
Oh, thank you. Confident, curious kids will change our world. Nido, especially formulated with iron, vitamin C, and A. Nido, your love, their future. This advert is FDA approved.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game of choices. Listen with rapt attention. Round 1, question 1. Elevator or stairs?
Stairs.
Now the second question. Less than 4 hours or at least 6 hours of sleep at night?
At least 6 hours of sleep.
The last question. Yomi yogurt or...
Yomi yogurt, of course.
Oh, I'm not done.
No need. That's my choice. Yomi yogurt.
Life is full of choices. Always remember that the choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Whether it's a morning start, a midday snack, or a dessert, our delicious Yomi yogurt is here to nourish you. Yummy, a nourishing choice. This advert is FDA approved.
For 11 years, we've taken you beyond borders. For 11 years, we've delivered memorable travel experiences. Now, it's time to see more and feel more with Adansi Travels at 12. 12 times the fun, 12 times the excitement. This August, explore the best of Europe, the UK, Dubai, Turkey, Singapore, Malaysia, Johannesburg, and beyond. With a team dedicated to your travel dreams, every journey is carefully crafted to leave you with unforgettable memories. Your journey with Adansi Travels is more than a trip. It's your chance to see more, feel more, and discover the world in a whole new way. Don't just stamp your passport, stamp it with incredible experiences. Call 0595 500 817 or 0531 008 550 or visit adansitravels.com to book your spot. Adansi at 12. See more, feel more.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, 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 joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
It's Wednesday. Things are zooming along on the Super Morning Show. In fact, we're cooking on gas. Lots and lots to talk about. We're certainly concerned about what's happening with the imposition of a 1 cedi per litre levy on fuel, to support the energy sector. Why are you laughing, Kojo?
You said we're cooking on gas.
We're cooking on gas, yeah.
Not petrol and diesel.
No.
Those ones are paying an extra.
Exactly. We are saving ourselves cooking on gas.
My car, can I convert it to gas?
You might as well.
Or solar.
You better. That's a Welsh expression, actually. Cooking on gas. It means we're moving along. We're moving along.
But this one, we are talking about energy sector. Gas.
That's right.
Charlie, Kojo, one thing worries me though.
Yeah.
The minister said that the projections of the Energy Commission were not right when it comes to fuel we need
2025 projections.
And I'm worried because I know that these projections are made by technocrats, and it's usually done with the input of all the various sector agencies. So
Energy Commission, right?
Yeah, so Gridco will make their input, ECG will make their input, VRA will make their input, the IPPs will make. So if you look at the supply plan, energy supply plan, all these institutions are there, including people from the Energy Ministry.
Yeah.
So in all these, if you could make these wrong projections to warrant an extra cedi, and it means that the energy sector problems there.
But look at how wrong he says they are,
because
I mean, just look at the extent of wrongness, right? Almost over 90 something percent,
97% of our fuel will be natural gas.
And
right?
he says this is completely
off. And the total energy bill will be $1.2 billion.
Charlie,
and if you take 3% of that $1.2 billion, that will be what we need for the liquid
That
fuels.
is a massive margin of error.
That's why he needs to come here. He needs to come here. We need to interrogate these numbers very well. We need to talk to Energy Commission as well. We need to see the revised numbers.
Right.
And Charlie, because this thing.
Some way. Anyway, we're getting to it right here on the Super Morning Show. First, though, listen, if you're looking for a car that aligns with your ambitions, then it's got to be the Toyota Starlet from Toyota Ghana Company Limited. Now, this is your preferred choice for drive comfort. It is designed for those who crave beauty and performance and safety at the same time. The Toyota Starlet delivers all of this with the perfect value for your money. The Starlet is a 5-seater saloon with ample leg room to minimize driving fatigue. So listen, rush to buy a Toyota Starlet from Toyota Ghana Company Limited from today onwards and enjoy 1 year or 20,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, of free service, as well as an extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. Call Toyota Ghana Company Limited today on 0302 429 80125 for further information. Terms and conditions apply. Ghana drives Toyota Starlet.
Now let me tell you about Enterprise. You know, their vision is to basically to give you an advantage in life, right? And that vision came to life once again at the 9th Ghana CEO Excellence Awards. They made history, Charlie. Kojo, listen. The group CEO, Daniel Labitieku, won the Best Group CEO Award in the insurance sector.
Nice.
It didn't stop there. Jacqueline Benyu of Enterprise Life also won an award. Akusia Ansah Entry of Enterprise Insurance also won an award.
Beautiful.
And Joseph Ampofo of Enterprise Trustees. They were each named CEO of the Year in their respective sectors. That is life, general insurance, and pensions. And these recognitions reflect more than leadership. They reflect your trust, loyalty, and partnerships you've built together with Enterprise. So as we look ahead, Enterprise remains committed to delivering greater value and innovative solutions to help you thrive. So Enterprise is saying thank you for trusting in them, and Enterprise is your advantage.
Indeed. All right, now listen, talking about advantage, you need to give your car every advantage you can. Have you heard of the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Listen, let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium new formula, the additive enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also allows you to lower your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You will drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium. Choose quality.
Charlie, what's the capacity of your fuel tank?
Mine is, I think the car I'm using at the moment, about 50 liters.
How often do you fill your tank?
Minimum once a week. Minimum, which means many times we've
so let's say once a week. For 4 times in a week, that will be 200 liters. So for 1 cedi per liter, with them 200 cedis
per month. But it's a lot more than that. Because I say once a week, I probably mean once every 4 to 5 days.
Yeah, but
right?
let's keep it at once a week.
Well, yeah, you've underestimated hugely.
Do you know my fuel?
That's 3 extra days per week that you've left out.
Do you know my
12 days
capacity?
per month.
Do you know my fuel capacity?
You drive a. You are on now 150.
Meaning now 150.
Hi. 150 liter.
I told you it's forcing.
Every time you top, you fill your tank. It's going to cost you an extra 150 Ghana.
Yes, Ato takes.
Hey, but Ato was forcing you. Ato was forcing.
Oh, Charlie. We'll do the maths. And we'll see how it goes. Now, from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we are here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We are here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Believe with us. All right, let me tell you about MNC Group and the great things they're doing. MNC Group Global is your consumer, your number one partner in real estate, minerals trading, as well as export, logistics, and food commodity trading. With global presence, they connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. So trust them to maximize your value in every deal. You can reach them at MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
Now let me tell you about the Access Bank Faketwa Beji Kesia promo. You can win a share of over 500,000 Ghana cedis in cash and other amazing rewards like the PS5s, the iPhone 16s, the Chromebooks, and so much more. Access Bank has 4 monthly mini draws and 2 mega draws for you. And all you need to do is to simply deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis into your new or existing Access Bank current or savings account to join the promo. Increase it to 500 Ghana cedis or more and qualify for a draw. And for the youth customers, the solo accounts, spend 500 Ghana cedis or more with any Access Visa card and qualify for a reward. The more you deposit, the higher your chances of winning. So go to any Access Bank branch, open an account and deposit, and stand the chance of winning. I usually go to the one opposite the National Service Secretariat. And good morning to May. She always ensures I get the right services. So join the Faketwa Beji Kesia train, save now for the future, and win big. And you can visit Access Bank, their website, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or call toll free on 0800 004400 for more information. Access Bank is more than banking.
Someone sent me a voice note yesterday about some uncle of his who went water tank shopping, went to the big depot, saw different tanks there, went to the ones with the colors and the tortoise. I was like, oh, so I mean, the message is going down. It's going down to the grassroots.
Yes.
Syntex tank is, of course, the champion of water tanks, and it's durable, it's reliable, it's built for our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So listen, go outside, check your tank. If it doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that is tough like the tortoise. Call 0244-335-168 to buy now, or find one of their 400 agents across the country. Go there and tell them Zamsanki no ye.
Yeah, you want the tank with the tortoise.
The tortoise,
please. In a turquoise color.
Say it in the
tortoise.
In the fancy way.
Tortoise.
Tortoise. Zamtortoise. Yeah, that's right. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank. Are you strong? Are you tough?
Charlie, SG Ghana, Yasen Teso promo. The loan is the Yasen Teso loans promo is back. If you're a salaried worker, if you're on the Controller and Accountant General Department payroll, you work with an SG Ghana listed institution, or you already bank with SG Ghana, this is your time. From now till September, you can apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasen Teso promo period. It's from now to September 2025. Join thousands of Ghanaians transforming their lives with the money they need at rates they love Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-314 for more details about the Yasaya Tiso loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
It's you. Wella. All right, so kingdomstoreonline.com invites you warmly to check out their website and pick up the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery, all from Kingdom Books. You can pay via Momo across all networks, and they'll deliver to your home or office in very good time. If you live in Accra or Tema, that's free delivery for you. Always not to be sneezed at. Of course, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, if you are looking for quality, premium, and affordable generator sets, water pumps, mowers, and many more, let me introduce you to Useless Enterprise. USULAS Enterprise is Useless Enterprise. They have brands like Cummins, Perkins, Caterpillar, Honda, Genset, and bigger and smaller plants. And Kojo, they have this 500-watt solar generator, which is soundproof, which does not use fuel to operate. So you need one in your house, just in case we don't pay the levy and doom some comes. But the levy they will pay.
It looks like.
Yeah, we will pay. So they do free installations. They do deliveries within Accra. And they have solar panels for homes and offices, which can be used during periods of lights out. Locate them at Adringano Bridge near the 69 American House, a Champon Junction, Baolishi, Newtown Junction, Ashaliboche, Social Welfare, Medina, and Adenta Ridge Junction. Call them on 0203-005-498, 0248-169-258.
All right, sports, birthdays, and more coming up on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Stay with us. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcon gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
you. All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning. What did I say? Birthday wishes. I think now the same thing.
You go see what.
Birthday messages / wishes on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. All right. Whose birthday is it today?
Charlie, we have a lot, but so I'll run through. Belated happy birthday to Efien Shira Santi Omane. Yesterday was your birthday. It's from your father, Fred, and your mom and the family. Efia, you're at Alcid Academy Year 3 AL. Happy belated happy birthday going out to you. And happy birthday going out to you, Adra Mwakon, to Domi Achuma Odeka. And a special one going out to you, Mr. Siao. Honorable Kwame Siao. It's from the Irish family and the Villandro family going out to you. And to you, Stephen Jessica, as well. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. There are a couple more. I'll read them later on the show. Now, we have sports coming up. But let me tell you about something that is also coming up on the show later today. You know, you run a business, you employ people, and they use all strategies to steal your money, basically to defraud you. I know a friend who has a shop. Let's say she sells a tin of milk at 20 cedis, right? And it's slightly higher than the market price because it's a special shop. It's an upmarket shop. Her staff will go and buy the milk from elsewhere, come and sell it for 18 cedis within her own shop. Make their own margins, but at the end of the month she pays them. She pays for the shop, she pays for electricity, and
imagine paying someone to defraud you.
Yes. And those of you who have tried farming, absentee farming before, you are usually told that
the livestock fraud. I want us to hold on to that. There is a doozy of a story that our guest will be sharing with us. Ransford Nanadu Jr. will be joining us to tell us about employee fraud. And he has a crazy story about pigs and how somebody's pig farm workers were defrauding him. But I don't want us to give it away.
And it's important you have these conversations because a lot of people are losing money.
Let's just see.
There are everyday fraudulent activities happening to you that you don't know about. We'll bring them to you today on the show.
Stay with us for it all. All right. So right now, though, it's time for the Joy Sports Center. Brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. FPAC blows your pain away, and DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Now, you know there's exciting news for you. If you want to join the MTN family or grab an extra MTN SIM card, all you need to do is to have 10 Ghana cedis, your Ghana card, and you are sorted. Yes, with your Ghana card, you can register your SIM card and get connected. And with 10 Ghana cedis, you can buy your SIM card. So head down to any MTN service center, Connect store, your nearest authorized community shop to take advantage of this fantastic offer. It's that simple. Don't buy your SIM anywhere else for more than 10 Ghana cedis. So what are you waiting for? Experience the most amazing network when you join the Big Yellow family today.
All right, well, Fentweezy is here, looking resplendent in his double-breasted
Thank you.
Gray jacket.
Yes, this is
with
serious work.
Charcoal pinstripe.
Thank you very much.
With his what color is that tie?
You have a way with words. It's pink, I think. The tie?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's pink.
Pink and white.
It's a particular shade of it that's not coming to my mind right now, but it's pink.
God.
And it's very nice.
Yeah, tie no. Charles Tyrwhitt will say they.
Charles Tyrwhitt.
Charles Tyrwhitt.
Tyrwhitt, isn't it?
Tyrwhitt.
That's right.
Tyrwhitt. Hey, I tell you. There is nothing more beautiful than wearing something that is a great gift.
Indeed.
Yeah, it makes the giver proud.
Yes, and if you are privileged enough to be someone who is gifted, beautiful things.
Yes.
You should thank God for it.
Big shouts to my wife.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Let me tell you about this. She was born to innovate, lead, and inspire change. She's an entrepreneur. She's Ghanaian, and her community is waiting for her next big move. That's why Standard Chartered's Future Makers Women in Tech program exists to give women entrepreneurs the platform to spark bold ideas, build thriving businesses, and drive real impact where it matters most. So this year, we're going even further, making a deliberate push to include women entrepreneurs living with disabilities. Through this empowering initiative, participants will gain a dedicated portfolio manager to help shape their business growth journey, access to seed funding of up to $10,000, or the Ghana cedi equivalent of it, of course, tailored master classes and invaluable mentorship opportunities, a vibrant alumni network of entrepreneurs across Africa and the Middle East. So, are you ready to innovate, lead, inspire? We're looking for women-led or own businesses using technology to transform industries and empower communities. You can visit scwomenintechgh.com to apply now and take your business to the next level. Standard Chartered, here for good. Now, let's get to the Joy Sports Center. My name, of course, is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Coming up.
C'est le match Alcaraz. Tonight, no drop in focus. And he's through in 3 straight sets.
Yeah, Carlos Alcaraz underscoring why he is the top dog in world tennis at the moment, flattening Tommy Paul at the French Open to reach the last 4. Also coming up.
I want to commit myself to working to better the lot of prisoners for the rest of my life. I want to do it, yes. I want to do that.
That's the former GFA president, Kwesi Nyantakyi, who's pledging to invest in improving the lives of inmates after launching the Prison Football Project. We'll tell you about that. But first, after 48 hours following the violence that marred the Ghana Premier League game between Basake Holy Stars and Nations FC, the Ghana Football Association has finally broken its silence. The game was abandoned following Nations FC's decision to walk off the pitch after a second penalty was awarded against them when they already trailed 1-0 from an earlier penalty. A huge brawl then broke out before the game was subsequently abandoned. The association, in a statement yesterday, said it's investigating the incident and will issue an expeditious ruling. Here are excerpts of that GFA statement.
The Ghana Football Association has taken note of reports of violent incidents that occurred during the Ghana Premier League match between Basake Holy Stars and Nations Football Club played over the weekend. The association has commenced a thorough investigation into the reported incidents. The GFA wishes to assure all stakeholders, including clubs, players, match officials, supporters, and the general public, that it remains committed to safeguarding the integrity of the game and will deal with all issues arising from this matter expeditiously and decisively. We urge all parties involved to cooperate fully with ongoing investigations. Further updates will be provided in due course.
Those are excerpts of the GFA statement on the Basake Holy Stars and Nations FC incident. The sports minister has also been reacting, Honorable Kofi Adams. He says club officials need education about football more than their fans.
It's quite unfortunate that we will continue to have such situations. What I have seen and know we must do is to have proper education of one. Club owners, club management need serious education even before the fans. Our club owners seems not to be up to the task. Some of them, not all, some of them seems not to be up to the task beyond just owning the clubs. They seems not to be up to the task. Management, some management of some clubs clearly seem not to understand. They are so clueless about what football is all about. We need really to spend some time in dealing with this category of persons also, even before we go to the fans.
That's the sports minister. Meanwhile, depending on the ruling of the GFA disciplinary committee, Nations FC's title chances could be in massive jeopardy. Their head coach Kansi Mengo says he would be sad if incidents like this make their hard work throughout the season go to waste.
I'm very disappointed because after hard work, going through all settings and such a thing will happen during the last but 2 matches to end the premiership. I'm very disappointed. After investing a lot in something, football, and such situation happen to you think all the investment you've done has gone in vain. So it's very painful. That's why I say I don't want to go into this matches more. The managers who do the work, I'm the coach.
So that's Kasim Mengle there. So basically, Nations FC, they have 60 points at the moment. The same number of points as Gold Stars, but that's without the points from last weekend's game. And even if they had lost that match, they would still be on the 60 points. And they were on course to lose the game before they abandoned it. But now what it means is that they could be docked a further 3 points from their accrued points already, which would practically end any hopes of winning the title this weekend. Now, still on matters relating to the Ghana Premier League, 11 Wonders, they secure their place in the top flight after beating RTU in a promotion playoff over the weekend. Their Chief Executive Officer, Stephen Puro, he believes Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko will learn from them after a 5-year cycle.
The new Teachman 11 Wonder we are building is a project that we are doing. And for that matter, we are not just focusing on qualifying, but we are focused on doing a project that is a bigger project. We want, by the next 5 years' time, we should have something that other clubs will learn from. We should have something that even our biggest club like Masters and Tekotoko and Hearts of Oak will be learning from us. Thought we know that we will have a lot to learn from them, but what we are bringing on board, I know it is something that will help Ghana football, and it is something that most of the clubs will learn from that. So we are not just coming to add up to the number. We are coming to stay in the Premier League and play it well.
That's Stephen Puro, is the 11 Wonders CEO. They're back to the Ghana Premier League. Away from Ghana Premier League matters, former president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi Nyantakyi, he's inaugurated the President's Football Project to support the rehabilitation and reintegration of inmates through sport. The initiative, backed by Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, was officially launched at the Nsawam Medium Security Prison yesterday. Muftar Nabila Abdullahi was there and filed this report.
The Nsawam Medium Security Prison became the stage for a unique football revival led by former Ghana Football Association president. The Prison Football Project aims to use the power of football to reform lives behind bars.
We want you to know that when you are in prison, you are still part of the society. We cherish all of you. We respect you. You are part of us. We will never forsake you. We think that it's a learning curve in your life. You will come out of this prison stronger and contribute your quota to the society.
Incarceration does not mean the end of the world. They are here to reform, and it is our duty to reform them. They are also happy on their behalf to also say they thank you for wasting time off your busy schedule to come and then be with them. The pep talks you've given them alone will go a long way to motivate them.
The event brought together football greats like Anthony Bafo, Maxwell Konadu, Sami Kufuor, Godwin Atram, Augustine Anhimfo, Emmanuel Ajimambedu, Yao Preko, Yusuf Chipsa, and many more, whose presence underscored the importance of restoring dignity to those behind bars.
The number 10 from the blue team is from my town, and a lot of people that I know here from Ashtown, from Kumasi, Crofrom. It's unbelievable. But like the president said, it's not the end of the world. We are still here just to support you guys. And next time we come here strongly to come and see you, maybe with a lot of donation once again.
But there are people in here, because of impatience, they've been locked up. So, and it shows that no matter who you are, if you don't do the right thing, you'll be caged.
Me, from a personal position, I want to commit myself to working to better the lot of prisoners for the rest of my life. I want to do it, yes. I want to do that.
For a few hours, they were no longer inmates, but athletes, competitors, men with dreams.
That's Muftar Nabila Abdullahi's report. Let's do athletics now. I'm president of Ghana Athletics, Bao Hussein. He believes Ghana's sprint team has justified why the state should invest in them over the past or the next 5 years. He said this after Abdurrashid Saminu ran a blistering world lead of 9.86 seconds over the 100 meters on Friday to set a new national record at the NCAA East Prelims. He's also booked his place for the World Championships in Tokyo. The relay team have also qualified, and Bao Hussein says they've done more than enough to justify investment from the state.
We have submitted a 4-year developmental plan for the ministry consideration, and since they qualified for the World Championship in Tokyo, I have been having series of records. We have series of communication between us. So there's a very good for them to be able to move from the US to Europe. I think everybody can bear me witness that their performance has spoken for themselves. So Ghana as a state will have no other option than to give this athlete the necessary support for them to be able to prepare for the World Championship adequately.
Wow, for saying. Let's wrap up in Europe's penalties scored when a player accidentally touches the ball twice must be retaken. That's according to World Football's lawmaking body, International Football Association Board. That's IFAB. And that came after the Atletico Madrid penalty shootout game against Real Madrid when Julian Alvarez accidentally touched the ball with his non-kicking foot. And that was disallowed. Moving forward, IFAB has altered the law. They said that moving on, an incident of that will have to be retaken. And that is what it is. It's now clear. If it's an accidental second touch, the penalty must be retaken if it is scored. But if it is missed, then, of course, no retake will be allowed. And there have consequences already. Simone Inzaghi has left his position as manager of Inter Milan. He's on course to sign for a Saudi team. Just came only a few days after he lost the Champions League final. And Carlos Alcaraz is into the semi-finals of the French Open. Later today, we could see one of Novak Djokovic and Alexander Zverev also making the semis. They face each other later today. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentio Tahir Fentio. Kojo, Akoto, Boateng. Back to you, Joseph.
Thank you, Fentio. Thank you for bringing us the sports. And we are still talking about the big stories today on the Super Morning Show. Cedi dollar rates between 10-12 cedis. How is that going to impact you, especially for businesses? Please share your thoughts with that. Do you think this is the optimal range that will make business better for us, that will help our economy to thrive? Share your thoughts with us. And 1 Ghana cedi per litre on fuel. Are you ready to pay? Is that fair based on all the explanations we've heard? Just let us know here on the Super Morning Show. 055-1111-997. Now, coming up is the Joy Business Minute. Is brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. But also later on the show, we'll talk about fraud. You are losing a lot of money, but you don't know how you are losing that. Fent, you have also run business before, right? You used to send money home for people to farm for you.
Oh yes, I still do.
You still do. Are you getting your money's worth, or they are telling you stories?
Yeah. I think I've been quite lucky.
Yeah. I know someone who sent money home. The people harvested the thing, and in the night they set fire to the farm and told the person, Charlie,
fire has consumed the farm.
You because they didn't want to pay.
Yeah, that is. I think the those stories abound. Quite a lot of those, you know. And because you're not there physically, you can't really dispute a lot of the things they say. Or I mean, it's
there are people who give their office cars to people, their drivers, to drive for the office,
right?
But in the afternoon they make some time and go and use those cars for Uber.
That's just crazy.
There's a lot happening. So whilst we talk about the macroeconomy and all the issues, we also bring you some of the microeconomic issues here on the Super Morning Show. But it's now time for Joy Business Minute. Enjoy this.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts. Oil marketing companies are warning that the imposition of a new levy on every litre of petroleum product will increase prices at the pumps in the coming weeks. Parliament has approved a request by the Finance Minister to place 1 cedi on every litre of fuel sold. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, is determined to see lending rates drop to less than 10% before the end of his tenure. This, he believes, will cushion businesses and increase economic growth. Government has announced that it has settled all arrears due to the Social Security and National Insurance Trust (SNIT). And US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order doubling US tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to 50%, but the UK is temporarily exempted. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
If you are looking for generators, they are your generator experts. You can find them at Pukwasi near the Eco Block. They have other 20 other branches across the country. And you can also find them at the number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic lights. If you are looking for generators to buy, talk to Anointed today and they'll make sure you get all the generators you are looking for your activities. Now this message says, good morning, Kojo. As much as I agree that the 1 Ghana cedi energy levy slap on Ghanaians is unwelcome, we must also not lose sight of the fact that the rot left in the energy sector is a big one and it needs to be tackled immediately before we are plunged into any serious energy problem. This is Jones Aduboy from La. And Sonny says 1 cedi per litre is on the high side. I think it should be 1 cedi per 4 litre, so 1 cedi per gallon. So you are recommending it should be 0.25 cedis per litre. So would the government ask the drivers to reduce the lorry fares? Again, this policy can erase the goodwill that the government has received so far. Let's appreciate this, that 1 cedi can lead to high cost of living in this country. So Sonny's analysis, Yaofali says, if it is every 20 cedis we will pay, this government has done a lot for Ghanaians in just 5 months in power. Something the NPP couldn't do in 8 years. So they should reconsider making it. Okay, so he is saying even if it's 20 cedis per litre, he will pay. Okay, thank you, Yao, for your message. Sabali Ray says the government must be honest with Ghanaians. ECG is a big white elephant, and until we do something about ECG, no amount of levying can resolve the problem in the energy sector. Edwin H says big yes, 1,000 times better than paying for e-levy. At least over 30 million Ghanaians will benefit and we won't be in doom. So a lot of people are supporting this levy. I'll read a lot more of your messages also on the show coming up. And you can message us 055 1111997. Your social media messages on the SMS are brought to you by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. Number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. And the hashtag is JoySMS. Remember that every day we face emergencies and you never know when you are going to face a money emergency. So remember these numbers, *770#. It's your EcoBank money emergency number. It gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet to do this. Just dial *770#. No need to panic in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. So dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Later today, how do you identify fraud in your business, in your life, in your home? How do you fight it? Share your stories with us. We'll be talking to somebody who has done a lot of research on everyday fraud around us. And you'll be opening our eyes and our minds to the opportunities fraudsters have around us and how we can block all those opportunities and make some good progress in our lives. It's all coming up on the show. Stay with us.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it, you gon' enjoy it. In my rhyming check, in my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple. pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Massa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
It's 8:07. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Big stories today. cedi dollar exchange rate 10 to 12 cedis, according to the president. He says that he's had a conversation with the governor of the Bank of Ghana and the finance minister, and they think that the optimal range should be 10 to 12 cedis. Were you expecting a lower exchange rate? How does it affect your business and your life in general? Is 10 to 12 the optimal for you if you do your mathematics? Do you even have a model you use for your life and your business to know how these affect you? Share your thoughts with me. And my very good friend Enes Latte, who is one of the biggest poultry farmers in Ghana, says that, look, you need the forex to be stronger even for your exports, since 90% of your inputs or raw materials are imported. I'm waiting for the rate to come down to about 7 or 8 cedis so that I import some kgs. So for NS, if the rate drops, it's good for him. But for others, they are losing money. Where do you stand on this? 10 to 12 cedis, or it should be lower? Should it be maybe 15 cedis? Like the PURC pegged the exchange rates for the tariff consideration? Share your thoughts with us. Hashtag JoySMS 0551111997. Also, we have passed an amendment to the Energy Sector Levies Act. You will be paying 1 cedi on every liter of fuel you buy. So if you are buying at 12 cedis, you will pay 13 cedis. And that is expected to raise about 6 billion Ghana cedis for the government of Ghana. Almost $500 million to help deal with energy sector related issues and avoid dumso. Will you pay a dumso insurance of 1 cedi per liter on fuel to avert dumso? Or no, let's throw this dumso levy away, as some people are calling it. Let the situation be. Let's clear the mess in the system, and the mess alone can take care of the sector. Or you think, look, there's a mess, it's going to take some time, so I'll pay for now, but I expect the mess to be fixed. Share your thoughts on that as well. And later on the show, we'll be talking about fraud. And big stories are brought to you by Telecel, connecting Energy's Prudential Bank, truly dependable. And Telecel Cash is your secure and convenient cash platform. They are still offering you the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free. Yes, on the Telecel Play app. So whether you are paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send the keke. And remember that you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial star 110 hash or download the Telecel Play app today. Na send the keke. Good morning to Lloyd Kwabena Ahiale, aka Joe Ziggy. Joe Ziggy. As you turn a new chapter in your life, may your beloved Manchester United also turn things around this season. Have a blessed new year ahead. And this message is from all your friends up the Ekropon Mountain. We are told you are our biggest listener up the Ekropon Mountains. Joe Ziggy, have a lovely day. You're also a teacher at Adontin Secondary School in Ebri. So happy birthday to you, Joe Ziggy. Now, Prudential Bank is welcoming you to seamless banking with the Prudential Bank mobile app. You can perform instant transactions, you can link your mobile money wallet, you can scan GHQR to pay, you can manage your cards, you can transfer money between banks, and do so much more with the Prudential Bank mobile app. No more banking hours. Experience simple, secure, convenient banking wherever you are 24/7. Download the PBL mobile app now from the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, or the Huawei App Gallery. Visit the Prudential Bank website or social media platforms for more. Prudential Bank, truly, truly, truly dependable.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
The title of the song is Yesu. I have a lot of your messages, but I really think today is a morning you need to speak to us. We'll be activating the phone lines for you to join us here on the show. Tell us what you think. Ready to pay more? Is this a good move? When do you expect to stop paying for this levy? 10 to 12 cedi for the cedi exchange rate. Is this something you're expecting? Let us know. We'll be activating the phone line shortly here on the show. But you know, there comes a time of the year to celebrate the works and achievements of accountants. And that time is here. The Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana is all set to host its 2025 annual Accountants Week celebration. Now, this week-long celebration is scheduled for Friday, 13th June 2025 to Friday, 20th June 2025, and it's under the theme Leveraging the Transformative Power of AI, the role of the professional accountant. The theme is big, Leveraging the Transformative Power of AI, the role of the professional accountant. Hey, ChatGPT, balance my books for me. Hey, Claude, do the thing. Big conversations with AI with ICAG. Now, this conference is scheduled to take place at the Air Force Base in Takoradi. It will feature a range of activities, including religious observances, health and recreational sessions, professional sessions. There will be an anchors night and a gala night to climax the conference. Visit icagh.com or call 0243-551-788 for more information on this event. Also follow them on X, Facebook and Instagram, ICAGH1. Sponsors are Deloitte, IT Consortium, KPMG, Built Africa, Caseware, PwC, Aspire Institute, ADB Bank, Nafas, RN Ventures, EY, GRA, Zenith Bank, Starlife, John K & Co, and AICPA SIMA. Media partner is Multimedia Group. It's coming off 15th June to 20th June in Takoradi. Be a part of this. Abdul Mutalib Sani says, as long as the government will use the levy to reduce the debt and then go ahead to restructure ECG, I will pay. Emmanuel Tete says, after making noise that no more taxes, no more levies, today we are being made to pay energy levy of over 8% on a liter of fuel. Resetting Ghana no enunye. Emmanuel Tete doesn't agree. Yeah, if you do the mathematics, it's about 7.78%, so almost 8%. Leonard Na says politicians are more smarter these days. If the energy sector cannot be sustained, why not privatize it partially or totally? Leonard thinks that we don't have to pay. We need to privatize the energy sector so that the system will take care of itself. But the PRC says, look, if we're going to charge you for the fuel cost and everything, if we added it to the tariffs, you would pay 50% more. So would you rather pay 50% more on electricity or 1% on a liter of fuel? We'll be talking to you shortly here on the show. But if you're looking for a little more, just a little bit more, talk to Absa Bank. They have the Absa Abapa account. It's designed for people like us, those who work hard, those who deserve more for less. And, the Absa Abapa account gives you a free GH Link card. It gives you access to loans of up to 50,000 Ghana cedis when you need help, high interest on your savings, free SMS alerts to track every peso you spend, and seamless mobile and online banking. It's all part of the Absa Abapa account. And the best part, it's so simple to open. So if you are looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then the Absa Abapa account is just the account for you. Open your account today and get more. T's and C's apply. Your story matters. Absa. This season, Unbelievable is yours to own with DSTV. So much more content to offer, and DSTV is spoiling you for choice. Get Unbelievable local content with House of Clues, Shakalimbe Season 2, Nigerian Idol Season 10, all on Akwabo Magic. And catch unbelievable sporting moments from the Premier League, Champions League, La Liga, Serie A, F1, tennis and more. Laugh along with unbelievable kids entertainment like Paw Patrol, Bluey, SpongeBob and all those things on DSTV. So what are you waiting for? Just stay connected by dialing *759# today and own the Unbelievable. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 90.
to 211-6541 0302-211-6541 0551111997. Those are our phone lines. We'll be talking to you shortly on the show on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Telecel Cash has the lowest transfer charges ever in Ghana. Senekeke with Telecel Cash. You for sort out your old boy? Senekeke. Your girl they bill you? Senekeke. Merchant payment? Senekeke. To all networks. T-Cash agents in Swaji baby. You won't buy some 1212. Senekeke. And even better, T-Cash to T-Cash transfers are still free on the Telecel Play app. Telecel Cash is a secure and convenient platform for cash transfers across all networks and anywhere mobile money transactions are made. Dial *110# to send money at the lowest charges ever, or download the Telecel Play app to send cash to T-Cash wallets for free. Telecel Cash. Send the keke.
On the go, night or day. PBL app is the easiest way. Bank secure, bank with ease. Right at your fingertips, bank is a breeze. BBL app making banking so clear. Anytime, anywhere, we're here. Safe, secure, banking for you. BBL app, simple and true.
Welcome to the future of banking. The Prudential Bank mobile app. Bank secure anytime, right from your phone. Access your accounts 24/7. Perform instant transactions. Pay bills. Link mobile money wallets. Scan and pay with GHQR. Manage your cards. Make seamless GIP interbank transfers. All with ease. No more banking hours. Take control and app your banking. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking. Download the PBL mobile app now. PBL mobile app. App your banking.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your cereal at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cereal Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cereal Nano 3 EVs. The Cereal Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cereal EV. Go electric.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning-fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Michelle, baby, last night with the big bump.
Title of the song is Perfect Combination, Perfect Combi. It's 23 past 8. You're live on the Super Morning Show. The president says the cedi dollar rates should optimally be between 10 to 12 Ghana cedis. That is what he's discussed with the central bank governor and the finance minister. Is this optimal for you? Can this help you plan? Do you want a lower? Are you asking for a lower exchange rate, or you just want stability over a very long period so that you can plan? Share your thoughts with us. And are you ready to pay more? 1 Ghana cedi more per liter of fuel you purchase, so that we can deal with the energy sector issue, so we can buy fuel, so we can avert doomso. The opposition says that this is another e-levy, using one hand to take and one hand to give. Do you agree? Do you feel that the government took away an e-levy and brought you another energy levy? Are you ready to pay this? Will it throw your finances off course? Share your thoughts with us. 0302 216541 0302 216541. I'd love to hear from you here on the Super Morning Show. And it's raining, I know. Please be safe on the road. I saw a crash at Oponglo this morning. There was an STC bus which was involved in a crash. So please stay safe on the roads. The number is 0302216541 0302216541. I'd love to talk to you. Do you agree with the new levy? Are you ready to pay? Is it fair? Do you think it's a robbing Peter to pay Paul scenario? There are people calling this doomsday insurance. There are people who think that yes, we should pay this. We should pay this 1 extra Ghana cedis on fuel to enable us to avert doom. So there are people saying, no. This government promised us so many things. No more taxes, no new levies, no new this, no new that. They had their strategy to deal with the macroeconomic challenges. They understood the energy sector. And this is not welcome. This is something we cannot deal with. Do you agree? 030-221-6541. Jones Aduboy is in La. Jones, good morning. Welcome to the Super Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Kojo. Let me say good morning to Jifa Gorum and good morning to Alfredo, LMC. Kojo, this 1 Ghana cedis slap on Ghanaians, I think as much as I agree that it's another issue that will affect our pocket, we shouldn't also lose sight of the fact that the finance minister is doing everything possible to bring the cedi dollar relationship down. Look at the way the cedi is appreciating. We all accept it. And we have seen the improvement in the economy. At least this is the real money put in our pocket. Looking at the previous administration, what they have done to this economy, some of the things, they came before they realized that this is not good for us. So putting 1 cedi, at least Ghanaians should bear with the government that 1 cedi to end the doomsday, 1 cedi to end the problems in the energy sector. I think we should, I'm not saying it's the right thing, but we just have to share in the pain little so that everything will be okay for us, so that we will not experience the doomsday, and we will have light. Okay? So I think Ghanaians should bear with us. 1 cedi, the dollar is still coming down. It will get to a point we will not even throw the 1 cedi again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jones. I've been joined in the studio by Fentio Tahiru. I think this issue is an issue that's on his heart. And Fentio, you're asking me how many levies we do have, but hold on. You can also call us 030-221-6541. Would you pay more for electricity, about 50% more based on the calculations as we are being told? Or you think that, 1 Ghana cedi per liter, it's just perfect? Let me talk to Ethel. She's calling from Chado. Good morning, Ethel.
Good morning.
There's some feedback in your line. Can you please reduce the volume of your radio set? Good morning, Ethel, once again, and go ahead. Ethel, your line is not great. Please reduce the volume on your set and go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
It's better now. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't agree because I think there are lots of things we can do than pushing the burden on the ordinary Ghanaian. Okay, we have given everything to politicians, but they give us nothing in return. And I don't think it's fair. Because I have told people, it's even a rich that benefit. The poor are being spending everything. I have seen big homes. They always have corners. They don't pay bills. Okay? It's either their air conditioning is not connected to the national grid or something. So if they want money, they should look down well and work hard. They should not use the lazy man to see, because it is not easy out there.
So Ethel, you think this is a lazy man's approach? We should rather be looking at getting all the waste that is happening in the power sector plugged to solve this problem, but not to levy us a bit more.
Every time it's levy, if they look down well and do the right thing, there is money here to get.
Thank you very much, Ethel. Salifu is in Ofori-Atta. Good morning, Salifu.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. I hope you are well too.
Oh, by the grace of...
You're live. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Kojo, I will not have any problem because I buy 10 liters a week. So it means I'm going to be paying 10 cedis. But like Prof said, for how long?
Do you use a skate? 10 liters a week. Do you use a skate?
Oh no, my runs in Kojo doesn't take me mad. So like I'm saying, for how long? Like Professor said, this is going to be for 1 year, 6 months, for how long? So that we will know. So that they won't come and say that, oh, we have not been able to recover all, so maybe it's going to last for that 4 years. No. To work the mathematics, and you, the media, also work the mathematics. Let's see, because they have given us the figure, the amount that energy costs is. They say 600 and something million dollars. So let's find out, is it going to be for 2 years, 3 years, or what? So anytime you get opportunity to interview the minister, let's find out. So that when they go about that date, we will know, and they will take them on. Because we are not going to pay this forever and ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Salifu. You know, when we looked at the Energy Commission's projections, we thought that if fuel was the main decision why we are doing this, then it's a bit on the high. But the minister says the Energy Commission's projections are wrong. And so we'll get the new projections, put it in our own model, and understand how long we must pay for this, or what the value of the levy optimally should be.
I'll tell you what else we should do. We should probably get the Energy Commission to explain to us how they could get the projections so wrong.
Yeah. Let me go to Amasaman and talk to Larry. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
You're live on the
show. My take will be on just one thing, and a very short one. I think the dollar to the cedi, right? From infancy, we're being taught to consume made in Ghana goods, make our country better, to make our currency stronger. And this is the time we are beginning to see these things happen. And some people are already using politics to talk against it. My take is that please and please again, let's support. If it will go down up to even 1-to-1, that is the best for the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. You want the cedi to go 1-to-1.
The export industry will collapse.
Well, it's debatable. It's a debate we can have. But Nene is in Dansuman. Good morning, Nene.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
I'm doing well. We are all well. How are you too?
You see, this particular act that has been amended, it was to serve a purpose when it was originally made during Mahama's first death. If it was used for the intended purpose, we wouldn't have been coming back to do this once. When people came to government, instead of them to use the proceeds from the extra account to pay the energy sector bills, Ofori-Atta used that money as a guarantee or whatever call it for about 25 years to go borrow money to come and consume. So the problem still exists, and it needs to be solved. You see, and that's one thing I like about Mahama. He takes bold decisions. This levy will not last forever. I'm sure within maximum 2-3 years, if we are able to use it for the intended purpose, we will clear the energy sector levies, and there will not be need to add any levy. God being so good, the dollar to cedi ratio is better in our favor now. So adding 1 cedi to the petroleum products wouldn't do any harm. Let's Ghanaians rise up. We can't get everything at a go. We also have to help in solving the problem. And this is somebody who wants to solve the problem. So let's support him. Thank you.
Thank you, Nene. You know one thing I think, Nene, you should do? Just go to the Finance Ministry's website and get the ESLA reports, so you know where all the money is going. Okay. Next year, we'll take the ESLA reports and we'll see where this levy 2 is going. Ahmed is in Kaswa. Good morning, Ahmed.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You?
Oh, Kaswa is wet, but
Katwa is wet. It's raining there, right?
Oh yes.
How is your new road that is being constructed? Is it getting better for you people?
My place is not up to that end, so I don't know what, but I think it's getting better because when the drivers come, the complaints are less. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay. 3 issues. Issue number 1. All recovered loot should be put in an escrow account so that by the end of year 2 or year 3, Ghanaians should be made aware that, oh, we have recovered $1 million, $100 million, $1 billion. Then, on that basis, that money should be used for something concrete so that at any point in time, if my grandson grows, I will tell him that, you see that edifice, that is a recovery of loot that was done by a certain government. Number 2, this one cedi increment on fuel, I am okay with it, but the minister should come as he has promised you next week to give us a timeline so that we don't continue to feel like we have been paying COVID from all those years for the past 5 years. From 2021, COVID is even gone. We are still paying. They should come and give us timeline. Even if it's going to take us 4 years, they should tell us after 4 years we will no more pay. I think this is what in my mind this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ahmed. So we put up a huge monument, and we put it. This monument was built with oral money. Oral monument. Thank you. And you also support the call for the minister to come to the studio. We'll be pursuing that. Ni from Tema. Ni, good morning.
You know, Ken Ofori-Atta is a Ghanaian.
Yes, Ni.
He's supposed to come and answer for his stewardship. You work out the time it will take him for him to come and answer. And then you know the time take ECT to solve that problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Ni. Let me go to Apia in Tema. Another Tema person calling us this morning. Apia, how are you? Good morning. Go ahead.
I'm fine, Kojo. I hope you're also good.
I'm good. Some bull fruit and how's Akoko will make the day better, but
Thank you. I think that I don't understand why people are, going against the levy, the new levy. We actually elected this government to solve a problem for us. So if there is a need for us for that problem to be solved by us sacrificing something, why not? Or you don't agree with me, Kojo? Because I think that we had a lot of problems with the previous government. So if this government is coming and putting things in place so that the doomsday problem will be solved, why not? But we need to hold them responsible, and we need to make sure that they solve the doomsday as they solve. That is my question. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk to Ro in West Hills. Good morning.
Hi, Kojo. Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. I hope you are well too.
Well, the Lord is my shepherd, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
First of all, I want to commend this government for coming out with, certain policies and for how far the city is running. We are most grateful. But on this tax, the textbook business is becoming unbecoming. Yes, let us begin to think outside the box. Now, Kojo, you are the type who always believe and want to do some ROIs and some, data-driven thing. Now, let's ask ourselves this question. How much do we need to settle the energy sector and make sure we have some buffer that could take us for the next 10 years? Do we know the figure? Kojo, I'm asking you, have they shared those figures with us by the finance minister or the energy minister?
At the moment, we don't know.
I'm about to do something with you.
At the moment, we don't know. We've asked for the reasoning behind this. He says he'll share the model. So once he shares it, we'll drill down and do the analysis.
Guess what? Guess what, Kojo? So let's say for the purposes of this discussion, we are looking for maybe $5 billion. And in this $5 billion, it's for us to take care of the current issue and then hold ourselves up for the next maybe 50 years. And so we need $5 billion USD. Do you know that we can use the gold or the gold board, go onto the financial market and get some money, huge money to wake this economy up? Why are we always doing the tech stuff? Let us move away from the textbook stuff and start thinking outside the box for a minute. We have been blessed with brains to establish the gold board. Trust me, if the finance minister knows what to do onto the income, if only he knows what to do. So this issue about coming to taxes one cedi later, please, let's wake up. We admire their agency and the level of their readiness to change the economy. But on this particular thing, it's too early. They are doing so much, but this one, it's too early. Let us think outside the box for a minute. Where are people, the outside the box thinkers, when it comes to things like this? Let us all sit down. How we can use the gold board to go to the financial market and raise about 50B. If they don't know it, let's open the discussion for them what to do. Thank you.
Ro, I'd love to read an analysis based on this from you. If you can put something together and share with us on our WhatsApp line, we'd love to read it and explore it further. Okay. Now, Kobe is in Takrady. Why I say Kobe? West side to then.
I see you. What's the good morning?
Good morning, Kobe.
I say
cool. Yeah, calm. What studio ha? Yeah, calm. Yeah, better.
You want to come around? I'm call boss. I say,
Kobe, feel free.
Okay, that's it. I say, that's in the card if you should be here. That's in the yɛde ahoka na nike na yɛde welcome abantu fam na sisia no morocco no yenyo nje ho.
Kobe, you don't agree with the levy?
Levy. Yes, levy, no, not at all.
You won't pay?
Yes, we won't pay because the reason be that.
And you say you won't drive.
What is the president or the minister taxing the energy managers? What are they supposed to do? Because when Tesla came, it has also solved the problem. Now we are going to do another one. This
is part of ESLA actually.
Good, but the increase of the amount.
The majority leader says it's 1 Ghana cedi per. Only 1 Ghana cedi.
Only 1 cedi. What's the you see, if it's a Tesla, the reason they make it, don't you have managers to solve our problems? There are losses. There are no losses in the system. What is the charge? Come on. You always look at tax to solve problem. If you don't solve the problem from the roots, you will come back to the same equation. It will change. Because the mindset is that, let's try to people to solve the problem. While the root cause is there. It will persist. It will still be there if we don't set our mind that let's go to a root and find solutions to the root problems. We will come back to the same equation. You will back it on the wall.
Thank you, Kobe from Takrady, for calling us this morning. I'll go to Sasabi. Tina is on the line. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Kojo.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
I understand the traffic on the Adenta Dodowa Sasabi Road is improving. Is that the case for you?
That's one thing. It's something we cannot talk about. So
Okay, you're live on the show. Please go ahead.
Kojo, I have problem with these politicians. These politicians are taking us for a ride for a long time. We were here when the NDP people were talking about e-levy. They said the e-levy will build schools, it will fix our roads, a whole lot of things that this one e-levy will do. None of it was fulfilled. And my road, I don't know whether you've been passing my road.
That's where I live. That's where I live.
You will see the traffic like the way you were saying. You will see the rough road, and all of them, we are still enduring it. And they are talking about unity. We thought this government is coming to do something new for us. But it looks like they are all robbing Peter to pay for. Because you cancel it and you take my 1 cedi for every liter petrol that I buy. Initially, I was thinking that if I fill my tank, then I'll pay that 1 cedi, not knowing it every liter. So I just like the pump and I 100 Ghana to my car, pay for it. It's strong. Not the one that I politicians here. What is the Nabra to do? They should do something about it. They should do something. Because they are giving us they are putting so many acts and they don't think about the ordinary Ghanaian, whether the person have money to a person or what. It's true. It's a matter of come out with your politics, Lord, or what the man wasn't it. Or the woman can you make me. No, you can quarrel a woman as a set them politicians because they are fit right for a time.
What's the fuel capacity of your tank, Tina?
1.8.
So your car is a 1.8 liter car. So let's assume your fuel capacity is say 42 liters. So if you buy 42 liters, whenever you fill your tank, you're going to pay 42 Ghana cedis extra.
Yes.
And that is supposed to help us to deal with doomso so that you don't suffer doomso.
Hey, Kojo taxes are under light. The electricity people now can start here. Can want to need them light at me. So many people are not paying light. People are sleeping in air conditions and they are not paying electricity bill. They should get up and do their work and leave ordinary Ghanaians alone.
They should do their work and leave.
And then in they call your friend more. Akoto exama make tax order them. It's almost 200 Ghana cedis. Into Kojo, what is all this tax? What did they use it for? And I'm still driving on this thing, a pothole and manhole roof.
Oh, but your road is being fixed, you know.
Oh, Kojo.
Thank you so much, Tina, for joining us. We will talk to Emmanuel. He will be our last caller. Emmanuel is in Ada. Cheko, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, Emmanuel, all I know is Cheko. I don't know any other Ada, so or Dangbe. So please, Emmanuel, go.
Good morning, Kojo and Kojo.
Good morning.
Thank you for the good work you are doing for good Ghana, Mother Ghana. In your discussion this morning, I listened to Ben Boateng. I listened to Professor Boateng. I listened to the Energy Minister. And what I think Igbo should be doing is to put the issue into context. The Energy Minister is telling us that the calculation for the electricity bills that we pay, it is not included with fuel they buy. So they need the money change first to cater for that fuel. And so when this windfall or whatever the gain they have made, they want to use part of it to pay for that cost. It is good to let the people know that it is not the energy levy or anything. If you are a father or a parent in a house and you are owing, you have a debt to pay. Sometimes we share our assets to pay debt. And so this is a hard decision for the minister and the government to do. Whatever we have to do is to support them. After all, we were buying fuel at zero. I've been driving, we buy fuel at 50. And today it is 13. And they ask me to pay one to support, to solve this off. Why should somebody be complaining? If somebody say, let's think about let's think outside the box, what does that mean? Think outside the box means what? They should go and look for the money where there's no money anywhere to take. When they left the debt behind, where are they going to get the money from? I think what you have to do is to support this government to solve the problem. I think they are determined to solve the problem, bring the inefficiency down, everything for us to enjoy the electricity that we are enjoying today. I think those, I don't want to rubbish anybody's contribution, but I'm done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emmanuel Inada, and thank you all for calling the show this morning on the Super Morning Show. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us via text message, WhatsApp, via the hashtag, and also on the phone line. So, Kojo, we've heard from Tina, Kobe, Emmanuel, a lot of people are for, a lot of people are against. We'll go for a quick break, yeah? When we return, we have a fraud conversation coming up on the show.
But I want to hear what Fent has to say about it when we come back from
is also
these
here.
messages.
I also share my personal fuel consumption and electricity to give you a sense
so it's okay.
of...
No, don't say it's okay.
Fent, stay with
We'll
us.
be back after these messages.
It's okay.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesie promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji, as a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class senso. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesie promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Do you know that NIT is back in Ghana? Yes, you heard it right. NIT is back in Ghana, and Jackson Institute of Technology is the official partner. It's bigger, it's better, and it's here to revolutionize IT education in Ghana. Get ready for world-class training and unmatched opportunities powered by Jackson Institute of Technology. Jackson Institute of Technology is shaping futures with hands-on IT training for youth, students, and professionals. Courses include cybersecurity, Python programming, data analytics, networking and hardware essentials, and Microsoft Office suite. We offer flexible schedules, affordable payment plans, and expert trainers with globally recognized certifications. Scholarships are available for women and girls. Sign up early to grab yours. You can locate us in Accra at Abna Atia Towers, Ring Road Central, or you can call us to enroll on 059 699 6037 or 059 699 6042. Take the first step towards your dream career with Jackson Institute of Technology, where your tech future begins.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello bro, good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there, anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe, as you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno fritite. This advert is FDA approved.
Cedi is now picky promotion. As you requested, we have dropped our prices for you. So rush to any Electroland showroom or authorized dealer store across Ghana and grab your desired Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO appliances at unbeatable prices. For your favorite TVs, refrigerators, air conditioners, washing machines, gas cookers, home theaters, microwaves, and many more, we have them on price drop. Thanks to the Cedi's appreciation against the dollar. Enjoy convenient prices that fit your budget. Don't miss out. Cedi is not picky. Electroland Day for you.
Hello, Mr. Headmaster.
Please sit. I want to discuss your child, Sarah. She is always asking questions. Questions after questions. It never stops.
Sorry, we will...
Oh, no, don't be sorry. We love her curiosity. Our world needs more curious minds. So, well done.
Oh, thank you. Confident, curious kids will change our world. Nido is specially formulated with iron, vitamin C, and A. Nido, your love, their future. This advert is FDA approved.
Let me introduce you to the Honeymoon Hotel.
Aula, please. You can't just change your mind anytime it suits you.
Wow, I can't believe you're doing this on a honeymoon night.
I am going to sleep in the lobby.
I'm coming with you.
Don't follow me.
I'm coming with you.
Woman, it's Monakai.
Don't. Me, I will, don't. You two don't, I'll come.
Adapted and directed by Shirley Frimpong-Manso. Honeymoon Hotel. Starring Jocelyn Dumas, James Gardner, Amake Ababrese, Amanda Gisi, Andrew Tando Adote, David Donto, and more. Live on stage on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day at the National Theatre. Tickets are available now at 200 Ghana cedis regular, 350 Ghana cedis VIP. Dial *713 *33 *10#. For more information, call 0545 246 478. Sponsored by African Regent Hotel, Caveman Watches, Oyarifa Mall, McPhillips Food, and AE Cinemax.
The Honeymoon Hotel, where love lasts. Powered by Africa Arts Network.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cut up donut. Donut, donut. Malaria super donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What do you need? I want you. No, donut. A tobacco. Num donut. A damien no. Num donut. A damien sa. Num donut.
Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumojam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
In the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy in the morning.
99.7 FM. Fentu Tahiru is still here. He wants to say something about the levy. He says if we don't allow him to speak, he says if we don't allow him to speak,
I don't have anything to say again. I only have things to tell you about DHL.
Oh, we'll let you say what you want.
I don't want to say what I want to say.
Tell us your feelings. Why was this?
I don't have a feeling. I don't feel.
Goodness.
You know, whilst we talk about the new levy, you know you also deserve a brand new car. New levy, you have to get a brand new car to go with the new levy, you know.
Hey, Samu.
VW Ghana is offering you some really good deals on the Vertus Highline, on the Tiguan Life, on the Amarok at used car prices. Where is the pride in driving an old used car when you could have, you could purchase a brand new VW at the same price? Same price. So just walk into any VW retail outlets with your used car budgets and you may drive out with a brand new car. Yes. Take advantage now. VW Rise and Thrive. Drive VW, Drive Ghana. Hurry while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Call them on 02579566688 for more information. The range of models, the Vertus, T-Cross, Tiguan, Allspace, Terramount, and the Amarok pickups, they're all available for you. So go in there. Used car price for a brand new car. We now paying.
All right, listen. The Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management, Ghana, presents the CHRM 2025 conference on June 18 and 19, 2025. So that's 18 and 19 June. 2025 at Alisa Hotel in Accra. The theme is regulating HRM in Ghana, standards, ethics, and sustainability. So the conference rates are as follows: for members, it's 3,200; non-members, 4,000; for student members, it's 2,000. And you can register now via the CIHRM website, which is CIHRM Ghana on Facebook, as well as LinkedIn and on X. You can contact them by calling 0243 278 694. You can find them on that number for group registration and discounts. CIHRM, transforming work and workplaces.
So, do they have a deadline? Is it 7 June or 2 June?
All right. Hello, Ghana. Are you ready to simplify your shopping experience? We are introducing DHL Express, your go-to solution for all your international shipping needs. You can get 5% off when you send personal or official documents, gift items, paintings, cosmetics, clothing, dried fish. dried fish. Okay.
Why are you stressing on the dried fish?
Processed foods or imported from Asia, Australia, Europe, the Middle East, and the rest of Africa. DHL Express service makes it a breeze. All you have to do is to contact any of our main service points or individual outlets across the country. Your shipment will be processed whether inbound or outbound, and with real-time tracking, you always know where your package is. It's that simple. Once again, every international shipping to and from Europe, Asia, Australia, the Middle East, and the rest of Africa paid for in Ghana qualifies you for our promotional discount. Please rush now. Ready to experience the ease of shipping? Visit our website at dhl.com or call us on 02444 85176 or 057 113 7599 to learn more about our Express Easy service. DHL, excellence simply delivered.
Indeed, and GCB Bank is telling us shareholders to update your records with the bank. That is your telephone numbers, your email addresses. Go to the bank and update your records to get regular, timely, and relevant updates on your shares. Kindly visit any GCB Bank branch and you'll be assisted to do this. You may also access their website, gcbbank.com.gh, or the shareholders portal. Go through a simple process to update your records. Shareholders registered on the CSD may contact their brokers for the necessary records updates to be done. With just a few simple steps, you can ensure a seamless experience and stay well informed about the progress of your shares. GCB Bank is your bank for life.
For life is for life. So at some point in your life, go to kingdomstoreonline.com and pick up the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery from Kingdom Books. They are all at great prices that you can pay via Momo across all networks. They will deliver to your home or office in good time, and you get free delivery if you're in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And at Enterprise, our vision is clear. In all our markets, our pedigree will be recognized, our strength respected, our expertise valued, and our solutions sought by all who desire an advantage in life. That vision came to life once again at the 9th Ghana CEO Excellence Awards, where Enterprise Group made history. Our group CEO, Daniel Labi Tieku, was honored as Best Group CEO Insurance Sector. And it didn't stop there. Jacqueline Benye of Enterprise Life, Akosia Ansenchu of Enterprise Insurance, and Joseph Ampofo of Enterprise Trustees were each named CEO of the Year in their respective sectors. That is life, general insurance, and pensions, respectively. These recognitions reflect more than leadership. They reflect your trust, loyalty, and the partnerships we've built together. As we look ahead, we remain committed to delivering greater value and innovative solutions to help you thrive. Thank you for trusting in us. Enterprise, your advantage.
Coming up on the show, we are talking about fraud. We have our guest in the studio. There are some wild stories, Kojo. Wow.
Hey! The pig one. The pig story. No. You just stay tuned. It's all coming.
Like
your own employee.
Better than bad.
Hey!
Yeah.
Or the best show the miraculous pig story. Just bear that in mind.
Yes.
You hear the details coming up.
When we're talking about the levy, you stormed the studio, you were not happy and everything. Before I even ask you any questions, I buy 1,500 cedis of electricity every month. So if I'm to pay 50%, that'll be about some 750 Ghana cedis more, right? 50% increase, that'll be 750 Ghana cedis more. But I also buy about 670 liters of fuel every month. If I'm paying one extra cedi on the fuel, it's 670. So if you look at the thing, increasing electricity bill will cost me more.
Yeah.
But putting a levy on, it doesn't cost me too much.
I am convinced there's something wrong. The home I live in, at any given time, there's only one air conditioner that could be on, and it's off for most of the day. It's when I get home that I switch it on. You people are spending 1,500 on electricity for a whole household per month, and I'm spending about 2,000 every 3 weeks
because I designed my house myself.
I spend 1,000
I designed my
Every
house
month.
myself with my architect friend, and I built it myself. And
No.
I made it eco.
Fentuo didn't design his house.
Okay.
There's a problem in my house.
There's a problem in your house.
Seriously.
What do you use? Just your refrigerator and
fridge and AC.
Yeah.
One AC when I'm at home.
Yeah, of course. And you live alone?
Alone.
Is it a
Yeah,
10
it shouldn't cost
horsepower
that
AC?
much.
On weekends, Fifi comes around. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
For
for
only
2
weekends,
days,
right.
yeah.
But the
there'll
rest
be
of the
2
week you're
ACs.
alone.
Yeah.
It definitely shouldn't cost that much.
I'll come and check
Every
it out.
3 weeks. I'm not saying every month.
Oh.
Every 3 weeks,
Oh, no,
2,000.
I'll come and check it out for you.
I beg.
Okay. There's something wrong with your house design
beg, fam.
and your electrical layout. But Fent, tell me, so what's your problem with this new levy?
No, you see, I'm just saying that Ghanaians generally, I think we don't have an issue with paying taxes. We have an issue with paying nuisance taxes. And governments haven't helped in the past because every time a tax has been imposed to be used for a specific purpose, we don't see that specific purpose being served by the revenue accrued from those taxes. One of the big reasons we kicked against e-levy, because even though e-levy had initial resistance, when it was eventually passed, they told us, the government was very clear with what that e-levy was going to solve. In fact, they said that e-levy was going to ensure that we didn't even need to go to the IMF, all these things. Eventually we ended up there, and so a lot of the citizenry were very justified in saying that this is not going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
We've paid several
IMF, COVID, Russia,
You like gaslighting people. Let's move on. You see, you see, when you are
no mind, talk your talk.
Then this is Kojo. Please, you help me here. How many different levies have we paid in the past, all geared towards fixing the energy sector debt? And it appears that the more we pay the levies for that very purpose, the more debt we are accruing. And the elephant in the room, we all know, is the inefficiencies in the energy sector. What has the government done, or what is the government doing in trying to fix those, instead of looking into the citizens' pocket to take more money? Because the evidence is clear that we've taken enough money in the past and we haven't fixed the problem.
There's some fuel.
So there's no guarantee that taking more money from the citizenry to fix a problem that we are previously taking money to fix but have been unable to fix will fix the problem.
The same fuel. We are paying road levy on it.
We are paying road levy.
What's the state of our roads? Oh, Governor.
Which of them? Mine are not being fixed. I just came from home. It's not being fixed.
That Kaswa guy said the Kaswa road is being fixed.
He said he doesn't live there. Kojo, don't lie. He said his house is not close to that place, so he doesn't know what is going on there.
Tika said the Amrahia road is being fixed.
No, but the Kaswa guy wanted to lie for him. He said he doesn't. He said he doesn't live close to that place, so he doesn't know what is going on there. So if you like call somebody who lives close to that place, but I'm telling you about my hometown road, it's not being fixed.
The government says they will fix it.
They will. I have heard we will fix it for the past 20 years. It's not been fixed. So I'm speaking from experience. This is my lived experience. You understand? So don't deny it and don't take it to another person in Kaswa. I don't care what is going on in Kaswa. Do you understand? Because I also have my own experience and we pay the same road levy. So if you are fixing somebody's road in Kaswa, how does that benefit me personally? When there are rules, we discussed the property rate here the last time. The main sticking point was the fact that people were unwilling to pay because they felt that their neighborhood roads were bad, and that the purpose for which and that, for example, their rubbish too was not being collected. So waste management was a problem, inner roads problem, and that's why they are resisting paying. Everywhere people have seen the benefit of taxes, people have paid willingly.
But yesterday, the finance minister said over 900 million has been released to the district assemblies common fund to be given to other districts. They are going to build you new schools, new chips compounds. They are going to build boreholes in the rural areas.
From which taxes does the district assembly common fund come from?
It comes from the general
Good.
collection.
Have you seen people fighting those ones? No, you pay VAT. Have you seen somebody calling to say that we don't want to pay VAT?
You have street lights in the neighborhood, you pay for them.
Kojo, did you see the street lights in my neighborhood? The street lights in my neighborhood don't work.
So for you, if they don't fix the problem, you are not paying.
You see, that is the thing, because paying taxes is mandated by law. It's a civil responsibility. So I can only vent and say that it is unfair, but I can't say I won't pay. Not paying is disobeying the law. It's breaking the law. So we have to make that clear. So we'll pay, but the government has to do more in its accountability to the citizens with the money they are taking. And granted, even this government has said that, or when they came, they made a lot of noise about Oral. They said Oral had a potential recovery of around $21 billion.
So they should recover that and use it to solve.
My brother, how much have they recovered so far? I want to know. And let's even be realistic, okay? Brian Simmons, I saw an article from him. He said that he said the realistic recovery could be something around $2.6 billion. Even granted, that is still a lot of money. How much is the entire energy sector debt?
$3.7 billion.
Thank you. If you Oral alone, this thing that if they recover that realistic $2.6 billion that Brian Simmons says they can do, because of all the legal issues and delayed why. We can pay for all of that. We have not recovered. How much have we recovered so far? Because see, this tax, this 1 cedi on every liter of fuel. I read that we consume around, or we use around 5 billion liters of fuel.
5 billion liters.
Thank you, per year, which means that realistically,
the projection for this year will go to about 6 billion.
Let's say that we even raise 6 billion. 6 billion, you bring it into dollar terms, it's around 500 million. It's not even up to one. It's not up to. It's like 25% of the Oral money that we intend to collect from the corrupt officials. So let's be up and working, and not looking for the easy way out, because the Oral is like the face small pushback. No, then they lock somebody up, then they say bail. That's in some way. So me, listen. you understand? Because see,
I will tell you. You know what? I want to have a full conversation with you on developing Ghana, revenue management, and infrastructure provision. Different to approach. When can we do that?
On your Facebook page. Right now, let's talk about fraud, employee fraud. Charlie friends, how many people do you employ?
At the moment, like 5.
Good. Now imagine that the people whose livelihoods depend on the success of your business are killing the business, and they are doing it on purpose. They are doing it because they have found an avenue to rob you.
They're humans, right? Humans by nature, Ghanaian by nature, is very unscrupulous. I'm not surprised.
Well,
it happens.
Prepared to be very surprised at some of the stories we're going to hear from our guest, Ransford Nanado. He is going to join us, and he is a certified fraud investigator. He has some experiences.
Wild experiences.
Pigs.
Look,
Pigs.
If you are listening to us, you probably think that it's not happening to you. People are stealing from you on your blind side.
Yeah.
And he's going to
tell you how to spot it.
How they do all these things. It's all coming up here on the show.
Yeah. But if you have ever thought of going into pig farming, maybe you'll think again. We'll be back after this.
Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999. Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net.
Hello, Ghana, it's a new year and Bills Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
In every community, the skyline is dotted with uncompleted buildings, some at the foundational level, others at lintel or roofing level. Each one tells a story, a dream, a home in the making.
Because home ownership remains one of humanity's greatest desires.
Wherever you are on this journey, whether you're breaking ground, building up, or simply furnishing your space, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is designed with you in mind. Join us from Friday, June the 20th to Sunday, June the 22nd at the Achimota Retail Center for the first clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Let's help turn your home ownership dream into a lived reality.
The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and brought to you by Virtual Security Africa. Security for all. Superlock Technologies Limited. You deserve the best. DBS Industries Limited. We truly are your roof experts. The Builders Market. Bathroom, get it right. Lesh Fortune Limited. Unleashing luxury with perfection. One space at a time. Clifton Homes. Beautiful homes, wise investments. Interplast, we make sure water reaches you, even space. Syntex Tank, you're strong, you're tough. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it.
Attention Ghana, the Green Revolution is here from 11th to 13th of June 2025. The Accra International Conference Center comes alive with the Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025, the nation's premier showcase of fruits, vegetables, technology, and export opportunity. Organized by the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters in collaboration with the Ghana Export Promotion Authority and proudly supported by Ghana Exim Bank, Fidelity Bank, Gesa, Agro City, Agro Monte, and GIZ, with Joy Business as the official media partner. This is your gateway to innovation, trade, and partnerships. And the highlight, the keynote address will be delivered by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Book your exhibition stand or register now on www.ghanahortiexpo.com, or you can contact 0243 345 7783 or 053 522 4555. Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025. Growing Ghana, exporting excellence.
Super Morning Show.
Bonino Adoso. It's 24 past 9. You're live on the Super Morning Show. It's time for us to talk about fraud. You know, usually when you hear fraud, you think about the big cases. the ones reported by the newspapers, the ones we carry on the midday news or on Top Story. But there's a lot of fraud ongoing, and a lot of us have not really paid attention, and most of us are actually losing money through these. And this morning we have a conversation about them. We just want to enlighten you so that you look out for these things and not lose money. And our guest this morning is Ransford Nana Adu Jr. He's a certified fraud examiner and professional certified investigator. And he's here to share some of the experiences he's had based on his work with us, and also enlightening all of us to see fraud when it is fraud and deal with them. Ransford, good morning. How are you?
By God's grace, my brother.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Charlie, yesterday when we were having a conversation about fraud, I thought I knew what was happening in this country, but I was shocked with some of the revelations on the micro level, what people are going through and what people are doing. How long have you been doing this?
17 years.
17 years?
Yes.
Chasing fraud.
That's what I do. Across telecom, banking, agric, everything.
Telecom, banking, agric, everything. Which of these sectors has the most incidence of fraud? Do we know?
There hasn't been much research done on that, but because telecom services, calls, mobile money is everywhere, it's perceived that is a lot.
Yeah.
But the ones that happen within restaurants, within hospitality, within aviation, in agriculture, on our farms, in our supermarkets, are amazing, and businesses are collapsing.
You know, talking about the telco fraud, last week my shop assistant called me. It's like, boss, the money on the Momo, we should transfer all of it. I don't know why. Is the money eating your money? I said, no, but every 5 minutes, she gets a call from these fraudsters who are telling her all sorts of things. Oh, we transfer this amount. And sometimes they get it right. They get the amount right. Oh, we transfer this amount to you mistakenly. And she'll tell them, if you did, then reverse it. And we are getting a lot of that. But so people know about the telco fraud, financial fraud, and all those things. But what is happening in the other spaces? Share some of the stories and the experiences with us.
So, Kojo, I have seen very amazing things happen to people's business. People getting to know that monies that are on their books that is purported to have gone to a bank, they go to the bank and there's no money there. Their employees have siphoned these monies into their various projects and have quit jobs.
How does that happen?
So you have an employee who is trusted by the owner of the business.
Yeah.
A very huge factory. People come and buy, and you are supposed to send the money to the bank. So on the books, you have about 1.2 million cedis in your bank. It is only when the owner suffered stroke and his son took over the business that he noticed that the money that they believe they have in the bank is actually just on their books, and the monies don't even get to the bank.
Wow.
No reconciliation between the books in the factory and what is in the bank account. In agriculture, I have seen people who have more than 500 pigs and they kept dying. Every week there is a report, 3 of them have died. And you know there's this swine flu, 3 of them have died, 4 of them have died. So he asked that, Charlie, I want to quit. And I said, can I see the frequency of this report? Do you keep any records? He said, we'll have WhatsApp chats. I looked at the chat and I checked the date. And the pigs are dying every Tuesday in the evening. So the date for about 6 months, Kojo, it sounds funny, right? For about 6 months, the pigs are dying every Tuesday evening. That is when the WhatsApp message comes to this big man that your pigs are dying. Now, a little bit of work, we found out that the markets near where the piggery is operate on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
So this guy, after undercover, we noticed that he was giving the pigs Valium, put in their water. So the selected ones to the market are giving Valium in the afternoon.
So the pigs, the ones that die, they are the ones that are actually ready
for
the
market. The big ones are those. So when they come and they want to buy the pigs, the people who operate the chobas and all that, the pork and yam with kinky, if you choose the one you want, it to be brought to you the following day on market day. They give them Valium. The animals are lying lifeless. Pictures and videos are shared with owner. Get rid of them. they wake up at the market the following day and they are sold.
Hey, Onipa daseni.
There's somebody who has taken a loan. Every week, he's investing more than 30,000 cedis feeding these animals. And they are dying and waking up, resurrecting every Wednesday morning.
I want to assign a figure to the pigs that are dying every. So if you even lose one every Tuesday, right?
Yes.
And these are mature ones. So
yes, mature, 3,005.
Like 100 kilos, right?
100 kilos, 35 cedis per
kilo is 35. So it's like you are losing 3,500 cedis
exactly
every Tuesday.
Yes.
And that money is going into somebody's pocket.
Somebody's pocket. There's a special arrangement.
You pay this person too every month.
That's a danger. You are paying him. And see, even if you ask this person that, oh, I want to reduce your salary, they don't mind. They will show as the most dedicated people. And I'll deal with the warning signs. Okay? So, I mentioned the factory that money never got to the account. But on their books, they had 1.2 million. Now, guess what? You have a supermarket, a restaurant, and you think that your goods, a big restaurant, people are buying your drinks and all that. But you are not making money. You check and you notice that people are not consuming your drinks. But you have a huge facility you are paying in dollars at a prime area. You have air conditioning. You have good DJ like Obeti playing. And everybody is everybody is there. But you are not selling. Now we go in and we find out that the people who manage the place have gone to bring their own drinks, which is cheaper. Because remember that if you buy it from the distributors, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And they are selling it and yours is sitting down there. So nobody has stolen anything from you, but your facility, your air conditioning, your sound.
They are stealing your electricity and your sound and your furniture.
So you are actually paying your competitor who is operating at your premises. And you are happy that you are running a restaurant. You are happy that you are running a supermarket, but the items being sold are not your items. And you are paying them. So this category, call it asset misappropriation. So you have your asset, you have your building, you have your cars that salespeople are supposed to go around and look for business, and they are using it for Uber. And you are the one fueling these cars.
Like Chief Ken will send his salespeople to go around and look for business.
Yes, you are the one maintaining these cars. And you are paying the people who are also competing with you every month.
Sometimes branded cars, they will still use them for
Uber.
They
will still use them for Uber. And so asset misappropriation is a very dangerous category when it comes to fraud. People do not see it. Oh, if nothing of mine is missing, if the gentleman has not stolen anything from me, then I do not think that we should worry.
So you, the absentee business owner, you've set up a nice, let's say, Sami Odame pub. But Sami Odame is always at work.
You're a good Samaritan. I call those people good Samaritans.
And he engages, say, Aaron to run the pub. Aaron is not stealing from Sami.
No. Your items are intact.
His money.
No.
But Aaron goes to the market to buy extra drinks.
Yes.
And comes to stock in Sami's fridges.
Exactly.
And sells his drinks to the people.
At a very exorbitant price because Sami's area is posh. And that area, when you go, the drink costs 3 times what is on the street.
Then Sami pays for the rent, for the furniture, for the cleaning, pays Aaron. Also pays for electricity for people to enjoy.
Exactly. Good music.
There's a lot of traffic coming in, but Sami is not making money.
No, you are not making money. This category of fraud, if you don't have the eye, you can never catch it.
Yeah. If you don't pay attention to the business.
You can't catch it. Okay? Somebody asked me, why fraud examiner? You need that eye that nobody has to, see some of these things. Because if pigs are resurrecting on every Wednesday, they die on Tuesday, they resurrect on Wednesday, and they are sold on the market. And you see the animals dead.
The thing is sad.
The other farm hands are confirming that the goat, the sheep, the pigs are dying. And the vet has come and they are fine, but they are dying.
So your farm hands sometimes collude with.
Yes, they collude.
And other people around.
Exactly.
And spread the bounty from. Wow.
When people who work for you collude to defraud you, it is a very difficult thing to catch. There are guest houses that people have built, air conditioned, and they come back and say the occupancy is 4 people. You have a facility almost 25 rooms, so it's only 4 people, it's only 5 people. Meanwhile, the place is full, but they are only giving you just 5. The revenue they make from 5 of their rooms, and they will actually, give people the small room so that revenue will come to you. The executive suites are going into their pockets. And you are sitting somewhere, you say you have a guest house manager, you have a restaurant manager, you have a farm manager you are paying. He's actually your competitor, and somebody siphoning resources from you.
You know, this is interesting. I've spoken to a lot of people in the hospitality space, people who own guest houses and 1-star, 2-star hotels, and they always tell me that occupancy is very low. Sometimes they say it's 10%, 20%. But we also know that people are using these facilities. They are going for funerals, weddings, some are doing short time and all sorts of things. But the owners hardly get money.
So somebody comes in and is staying for a week, 7 days, he's only recorded for 2 days. So on the books, he's sleeping for 2 days. But really, your facility is being used for 7 days.
But you have cameras.
You are getting to the solutions.
Okay.
How many people think that these things are luxury? But technology has come to deal with some of these things.
Yeah.
That if anybody enters a room and light comes on, I am alerted that room number 13 is occupied. Because the person will not sleep in the dark. So there's technology to deal with some of these things.
You know, one of the areas that is big in this country is the retail space. Almost everybody has a small corner shop. Where I grew up in Asia, there were corner shops like every 2 meters. And these days, there are all these other bigger supermarkets, and we have the big malls. And so there's investment in the retail space. What's happening in that space? Or these days, Charlie, because of all the POSs and everything, it's just
deadly.
A perfect space. Oh,
deadly.
Deadly, mom.
You see, let me tell you one fraud scheme that, again, you would think that they haven't stolen anything from me. They inflate your prices. So what is supposed to be sold for about 120 cedis, they are selling it for 150. As for you, you are going to get your money at the end of the day because you said it is 120. So that 30 cedis is going to your staff. And you don't check how much they are selling it. What they actually do is that they are driving your customers away to competition. So you see, at the end of the day, your business will begin to shrink. But your items have not been stolen, your cash has not been stolen. But the additional charges that your staff are added is actually going to collapse your business. And that happens in a retail shop a lot.
Do you know, I've just realized that one of the shops that I've been buying cosmetics from, just in this conversation, I've just realized that the person at that shop is defrauding the owner.
Oh, you have
I've just realized it. Because whenever I go to buy a particular product, they ask me if I want the one with the sticker or the one without the sticker.
Okay.
And when they ask me that, I never understood it. It's a hair product. I mean, it's like very common, hair pomade or whatever they call it. I never thought twice about it. I keep saying, oh, I don't care. And they will give me one without a sticker. I've been buying for years from this place.
So you buy the one
I've just
without the
realized now what they are doing just from this conversation.
There's more.
Tell me more.
There's more. You see, I walked to a shop to go and get some items, and the lady just keyed and mentioned 570 cedis. And because you're big men like you, when they mention, all you do is you pay.
Hey, I beg.
So I said, take your time. Can you break it down for me to see the fine? When I checked, it was 280.
Hey!
And I insisted that give me the printout receipt from the supermarket. So that is faulty. But let's check. Hey, sorry, it's 280. I added other people's to you.
Wow.
The number of people who are working into retail shops and are getting defrauded because they mention the amount and they don't check because the attendant has mentioned. They look at you, look at your demeanor and notice that this man is not going to check the things I mentioned. So let me bag it for you. How much? 580. And you are paying 200 cedis more.
Yeah, and sometimes too, because you've stayed in a queue for a very long time, you
don't think about it, you just pay.
You are in a hurry.
Oh, you know things are expensive. So when they tell you, 1,200, you're like, hey, you're my boy.
Now,
So
this
you pay and
kind
you
of
leave.
fraud, it is not going to hit the business owner directly because to him he hasn't lost anything. But the consumers who are suffering from this will go to another shop where there is a system to track how much things cost. And you say, I buy these things, but when I go here, I spend
cheaper.
less. I'll stop going to Sami or Dame's shop. It's because the guy sitting there is inflating the cost of the items or is adding some charges that you are not aware. You see, the beauty of this category of fraud is that it will shrink your business and kill it slowly.
Slow poison.
Driving people away gradually. Oh, now say the microphone to there, and say the microphone to there. The best way out, and I keep on saying, whether it's a washing bay, whether it is a supermarket, a restaurant, label your items and put cost to it. You go to shops in this country and you have to ask where you're saying. You go to the washing bay and you ask, if you wash by 4x4, how much? That looks at you as a 50 Ghana cedis.
In fact, what they'll tell you is that
company
need 50.
So what business owners have actually done is that because they don't label and cost their items and display the prices, they are making the attendants feast on the customers.
I see.
And that kills businesses.
Listen, I want to ask, what makes people do this?
3 things.
Ransford, I want you to hold your thoughts, okay? We'll take some messages. When we come, you tell us what makes people do this and how we can solve the problems, okay? So let's go for a quick break. When we return, you tell us that and you give us some of the solutions as well.
TCL's champion deals are here and they are big and bold. Buy 50-inch, 55-inch or 65-inch TCL QLED Pro 4K Smart Android TV starting from 7,999 Ghana cedis and get free 32-inch TCL TV. Buy TCL 75-inch, 85-inch or 98-inch TV and get free 43-inch TCL TV. The bigger the purchase, the better the deal. Buy TCL 115-inch QD Mini LED 4K TV and get a free 85-inch TCL TV. Discount so huge you feel like a winner. Looking for TCL refrigerators, washing machines, water dispensers, audio soundbar and more at cool deals? Rush to TCL showrooms and authorized TCL dealers in Ghana before stock runs out. Terms and conditions apply. TCL, inspire greatness.
Human resource is crucial for Ghana's development. The Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana presents CIHRM 2025 Conference under the theme Regulating HRM in Ghana, Standards, Ethics and Sustainability. Date 18th to 19th June 2025. Venue Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Conference fees: members 3,200 Ghana cedis, non-members 4,000 Ghana cedis, student members 2,000 Ghana cedis. For sponsorship, partnerships, special discounts, call 024-327-8694 or 020-811-2644 today. Sponsors: GCB, VRA, Gridco, NPA, Ghana Airport, We Power Authority, E-Productions, CIHRM 2025 Conference, transforming work and workplaces. Be there.
Sasso, simple tonton preko. Sasso, simple tonton preko. Edrana drama ne buseshe. Yeah, how can see any malaria? Minya me pone me sasso spray. Every mosquito study run away. Tonton preko, sasso, mi se kume tonton preko. Kume tonton preko, sasso, kum tonton preko. Nani sham ne die, demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Daddies, them say we don't know how to marry, we just they worry.
With Father's Day just around the corner, it's time to start thinking about ways to celebrate the dads and father figures in our lives. Joy FM, Joy Prime, Joy News, and Hits FM proudly present My Father, My Hero. Fatherhood, a deeper connection. This year, we invite you to step away from the daily grind and celebrate your fathers. Now, here's what you have to do. Record a 30-second clip commending your dad. Tell us the heroic things he's done for you and share with us via WhatsApp on 055 1111 997. We will play your clips on air and select top 5 entries to win some amazing prizes from our sponsors. Tune in to Drive Time from 3 to 5:30 p.m. every weekday as we embark on this journey. Don't miss out on this fun, entertaining, yet emotionally impactful mini virtual and auditory adventure. Happy Father's Day.
My Father, My Hero is brought to you by Legacy Crop Improvement Center, the home of quality seeds. Achimota Retail Center. Shop at Achimota Retail Center this Father's Day for amazing discounts. Achimota Retail Center. Vibes in Kwan. Akono Ginger. Efriwara.
Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
Welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We are talking to Ransford Nanado Jr. He's a certified fraud examiner and professional certified investigator. And we are talking about fraud on the show. Everyday fraud that will actually shock you. Charlie, this message. He says, the pig story, it just brought this memory. My mom had a farm during the Champon era. As they were all advised to go into farming, the pigs were dying. Guess what was happening? The farmhands would sharpen a long stick, like how a pencil is sharpened. They would drill to the backside of the head of the pig and kill it. And my mom would be told that the pig has died, and she would ask them to get rid of it. They then will sell it and make money. Bad humans. This one says, good morning, team. I can associate with what you are discussing. I had to close down my piggery because my caretaker always took his portion of the piglets after the pigs had littered. Finally, he stole 8 fully grown pigs and abandoned the piggery. Wow. This one says, I was running a haulage business after just 3 months of starting the business. Drivers were like, will be like, boss, I have a blasted tire, then I'll send them money. I have this, so then I'll send them money. We always had our meetings, and at the end of the month, so at the end of the 4th month, we had a meeting, and I asked everyone to bring their blasted tires. Charlie, unknown to them, I had my signature on all tires under the trucks. So I asked them to remove one tire from the truck, and I showed them my signature to let them know that if they had really lost their tires, I would have seen it, because the tires they brought back didn't have my signatures on them. Kojo, out of the 10 tires they bought, it was only 1 tire that had my signature. This is Chrissy from East Legon. So as for there's a lot happening, and I'll let you answer Kojo's question and give us some solutions. But let me tell you about JIT, the Jackson Institute of Technology. If you want to learn anything IT related, they are the only NIT authorized training center in Ghana. So talk to them and get globally recognized certificates. They also have practical job ready training and flexible hybrid learning options for you. They are located here in Accra on the Ring Road near Circle in the heart of the CBD. And in Kumasi, they are the Jackson Educational Complex headquarters, IDRC near KNUST. They have a nice state-of-the-art auditorium available for your corporate events, seminars, and training sessions. So call them on 059-699-6037, 059-699-6038, and 055-271-4635. Their website is jit.edu.gh. JIT, your gateway to a thriving IT career. Now, the ME Expo is back. There's bigger, bolder, better happening between 19th to 22nd of June at the Accra International Conference Center. There are about 10,000 attendees, 100 plus exhibitors, and 20 plus industries representing this year. If you want to be a part of this, call 020-201-8870 or 0302-738-727 for more information. ME Africa Expo 2025. Show up, stand out, and scale up. And you can also get your new MTN SIM card for only 10 cedis. If you want to join the MTN family, if you want to grab an extra SIM, just buy it for only 10 cedis. Make sure you always purchase your new SIM card with your Ghana card so that we can register your SIM card with your valid Ghana card. You can go to any MTN service center, Connect store, or your nearest authorized community shop to take advantage of this fantastic offer. Don't buy your MTN SIM anywhere else for more than 10 Ghana cedis. So what are you waiting for? Experience the most amazing network when you join the Yellow family today. And the University of Gold Coast Leadership Seminar is coming up. It's the next Great Leader Summit 2.0. It's featuring Dr. Gideon Titi Ofe and Pastor Mensa Otabil. They'll be sharing insights to shape the next generation of transformational leaders. The theme is Wisdom at the Helm of Affairs. The date is 21st June 2025. Time is 9 a.m. and it's happening at the University of Gold Coast Hall, Accra Business School, Spintex Road. For registration, go to ttoffair.com/event. Ransford, thank you so much for staying with me here and sharing the experience. So Kojo asked a question before we went for the break. I want you to answer that and now share ideas with us as to how we can identify fraud and solve the problems. Ransford.
Thank you. So first of all, our human nature is such that if you are not brought up and you do not have integrity, your ability to do the right thing when nobody is watching you, and your ability to do things to favor yourself at the detriment of everybody, including your employer, is very high. Now, there is a research done by Donald Creasy, and that is what all fraud examiners have used to answer this question. That for this to happen, three things must occur. One, the employee must rationalize and justify his actions. But this farm is big. I'm not even being paid so much.
This man cried. He has money already.
He lives in Accra. He drives. He comes here with different cars. If I sell one pig every week, what is it going to do to him? At least I'm poor. So they tone down their actions by justifying these things, and they don't see it as anything. That is level one. Level two, when they come under pressure, or when there's a motivation, there's a problem at home. My child is sick, or I need some money. I have gone into gambling and I have made a lot of losses. People are coming after me. They will steal from you. So it is not everybody who comes across as a bad person. We have three categories of them. The pre-planned fraudsters, they are set out from day one that man's farm, I'll make sure I work there. That company, I'll make sure I go and work at the IT department. From day one, he will even do courses that will enlighten him on how to come and steal from you and target your organization and join.
So this person's actual job within the organization is to steal from you.
To steal. That's what he came to do. We call them pre-planned fraudsters. And then we have the intermediaries. As for those people, they start as very, genuine people, God-fearing. They wouldn't do what is wrong until some pressure comes some way, somehow. Things are bad. Mother is sick. Gone for a certain girlfriend who is demanding things. Then they drop and get into that category. The last ones, we call them the slippery slope. As for them, anything goes. They just want to enjoy life. Slopes. They just want to enjoy life. They don't care where the money comes from. They don't care how they make it. So far as you give them the opportunity, they will steal from you. So I've mentioned rationalization. The next one is pressure. When your employees come under pressure from any quarters, they will steal from you. And this world is a life of pressure. So what do? The third one is when they have the opportunity. And the opportunity is usually the only thing that the business owner has. So what you need to do to save the situation is to minimize the opportunity. Why is that gentleman the same person who is telling you what you need at the farm? He's the same person going to buy it. He's the same person receiving the items when it comes. You have sold your farm to the person. You sold your business to the person. Segregation of duty would have cured this. One person makes a genuine check on what we need. The same person who is telling you what we need and how much we need is the one you are sending money. He's the one going to buy the items. He's the same person receiving the items. Across all these things that I have mentioned, he can build a house in months. Because if we need 5, he's telling you we need 50. 45 for him. When it is coming, even the 5 that he needs, he will divest some. It won't get to your business center. And he will go and sell that one too. The one that comes to, he will steal some. Because he's the one receiving it. So segregation of duty, you don't allow one person to do everything. Usually because we think that we have cheap labor So this person can do everything. He is the shop attendant. He is the caretaker.
He's the cleaner.
He's everything.
He's a driver.
Let me tell you something. I got a guy to spray a farm, cassava farm. He said, "Oh, we need about 50 bottles of this weedicide." We bought it for him. You know what the guy was doing? He has our machine. He was not using the thing on our farm. He charged us for spraying the 50 bottles per bottle.
How many acres of cassava was that?
It was just 7 acres.
And auto 50 bottles.
You don't know. You haven't researched as a farmer. All you know is that somebody has done a yam farm, somebody has done a cassava farm. So you too, you do some. And you have gone for this guy. You have already gone to buy 50 bottles. He needed less than 7 to do that.
Yeah.
And going to buy the weedicide for this guy, he's already gotten more than 42 free. He's charging you for spraying each bottle. And he's using your machine to go and spray other farm.
And he's charging you for 50.
And he's charging you for 50 and you're paying him.
Casper Jack.
So you have not researched into your business. You have no idea. That guy is the one detecting how much money should come out of your pocket. So that is number one. Make sure that you do research into the business and the things that goes on. Don't just jump and say that I think this business is fetching somebody money, so I'm going into it.
Ransford, you know what? We have just about 5 minutes to wrap up. We will need you to come to the studio because the messages I'm getting and the questions people have for you plenty. Plenty. So before we leave today, just give us some ideas as to how to spot these things and how to fix them. Okay. But we'll bring you back to go into the various industries and discuss some of the things in detail.
So, warning signs. When you have an employee who lives above and beyond his means, number one warning sign.
Like the richest DJ.
Yes. So you have somebody.
No, he's the highest paid DJ.
The highest paid DJ.
He's not the richest.
Is not
Do not cast aspersions here. He's the highest paid
DJ. Yes.
Do you understand?
So you have an employee. You know you are paying this guy 3,000 cedis, but he's living like a king. The car he's driving, the food he's ordering, even you, the business owner, you can't afford it. Warning sign number one. Warning sign number two. These people don't want to go on leave or share duty. You tell them that though your mother is not feeling well, take 4 days off. No. They will even die while they are in your They don't want to go anywhere. Because the day they left, that was when the market woman came to say, "Beto prekuna yekuni nibi." And I prekuna nyani Wednesday nibi. So they will leave. You understand? They are sitting on things. And you know, the irony of it is that these are the people we praise. We praise them very hard working.
Oh boy,
He doesn't sleep. He wakes up 4 a.m.
Yes.
And he's the last to leave. And you are
send
praising
photos
him.
and videos.
Why is he always there? Because he knows he's sitting on teams. The day he will just move. And I tell business owners that leave management is a fraud management solution. Go on leave. Leave. Let somebody to and it's see. Go and check. It is when people left that they noticed that all the cartons that we thought were filled were empty boxes. Because he knows that every time when you can become for 5. So he has removed all and gone to sell. When you are coming, he'll get 5 for you and you think you have boxes. You come and you count. So leave management. Let them go and leave. The business is not for them. It's for you. No matter how dedicated, let them go and leave. They live above their means. They don't share their duty. You tell them that, oh, take some time, let another person. No. Why are you doing this? They'll fight you. The next one, they have a very close relationship with vendors and some customers that if you criticize any vendor who is buying for, oh, these people, their maize is no longer good. I don't think that the furniture that is, hey, but that is okay. Why are you complaining?
Oh, action day.
Yes, because they are beneficiaries of your downfall. So you can't criticize a customer or a vendor. The closeness with those people is amazing. Now the way forward, research into your business. Be present. Do not allow one person to take charge of your business and say that he's a dedicated employee. Put things like cameras, alarms, how do you call it? Things that will indicate to you that even if I'm not here, from my phone, I can verify some of the things that I am seeing. And then document, keep proper records, and use tools to analyze. Remember that it was just going through the WhatsApp and checking the data. We got to know that the pigs are dying only on Tuesdays. Since we don't have time, maybe we end here.
Yes.
You see why
we'll bring you back.
You see why I'm going on leave next week? It's to help detect fraud. Sami Adami, thank you very much for approving my leave.
Charlie Radford, it's been good talking to you.
It's been enlightening, right?
For someone like me, I needed this conversation, and we'll bring you back to expand the solutions a bit more. At this juncture, I would like to say thank you to all our listeners, thank you to all our callers, thank you to all our everybody. Thank you to you for joining the show,
and we're back tomorrow. Have a good one.
Yes.